Howdy, I am Dean Grimm, and I will be running a one-shot tonight. The battle maps shown tonight are by my creation. If you'd like to use them in your games, you can find them in the links below. And I will be handing it off to the players to tell them a bit about themselves.
Hi, my Discord username is Wanderer. I will be playing Gerald Ironbeard, Guild Dwarven Forge Cleric this evening. D&D is my first edition. I think it's a lot of fun. Grimm, is that alright if I do a shout out real quick if I product in the stream?
Yeah, all good.
To any of the viewers currently here, I would like to recommend you to two Kickstarters currently out for 5th edition. The Fool's Gold Kickstarter and the Plain Gia Kickstarter. I can tell you about it, but I think that takes away from the fun. They're pretty easy to find. Just look them up on Kickstarter. And that is Plain Gia, not Pangea, just for any spelling edification. And Fool's Gold, you probably already know who Dingo Doodles is. If not, do not worry, it's 5 feet, not 3.5. That's pretty much all I got for you.
My Discord name is Vindication War. I'm gonna be playing a Fallen Azamar Rogue Assassin. Anybody else?
My name is Garfield. Yes, Garfield. Actually, Garfield. Yeah, just like the cartoon character. I will be playing tonight a character that I come up with. Her name is Elvira Iron Oak. She is an Oath of Devotion Paladin, and we'll see how it goes. And for a quick shout out, my YouTube channel is not out yet, but it will be coming in the future.
My name is Neil Justice. Today I will be playing a Gift Yankee fighter. Good times tonight.
I'm Rocco, and I'll be playing my Trilogy Wizard, Alexei Flick. As for shoutouts, I want to shout out myself. I'm Rocco, bye.
Boo! No one gives a shit.
Alright, thank you all for being here tonight, and I hope y'all have fun. Here we go.
I get ignored. Okay.
Nah, I'm just joking, you can go.
It is I, King Turman, known by few, hated by all, as you can already tell. I will be playing the one and only Goliath, fighter, and mischievous, misguiding rogue.
He's a multi-class boy. Woohoo!
This is either going to be very interesting or a very short-lived character. We'll find out together, viewers.
Heck yeah. Alright. The party's healer has been seeing visions every night this month, pointing them to this very spot. The sky has a full moon and a set of clouds beginning to roll in off it. From the distance, a person and his horse stands on the edge of a hill, and they can make out just before the moon's light becomes covered. A person with no head on their shoulders, and then they wake up. The party arrived and Ghost summoned, believing the vision pointed them to Dirty Devil Canyon, hoping to complete the vision that was received, after which they can retire and live out their lives. But we all know it's wishful thinking. You can see a group of hunters discussing amongst themselves. I hope Ghost Summit is not picked this year. Yeah, it would be bad for me. My family's still out there. Well, we don't know until it hits sunset and a horn gets blown.
So, I'm guessing for them, they can hear these people talking.
Yeah, it's pretty small. It's 20 by 40 feet.
So, for context, they take it we are in the same room as these gentlemen are adjacent.
Yeah, do you see the screen?
I can. Let me zoom in a wee bit. Oh, so we are the ones. Alright, so that's our tokens. And
Let me zoom in.
Those are the 4 gentlemen. Gotcha.
Let me zoom in.
Thank you very much, Mr. Grimm.
And just.
If it is possible, I would like to slowly approach them with my weapon sheathed and my shield on my back.
Yeah. So you turn.
Hello, gentlemen. How's it going?
Well, we like to go hunting, but you never know.
Uh,
I approach them as well, at a normal walk, and I'll go up and I'll say, I heard that one of you have family out there, yes?
Yes.
Are they out there in the canyon?
They should be out closer, either at the canyon or along the path to here. We're not sure.
I don't know if this information will either benefit you or lower your spirits, but been sent some weird premonitions of some sort from Morgan in the past few evenings about something going on in that canyon. He, as far as I can tell, he is without directly telling me to do so, sending me and my compatriots to find out what is going on there. Might I get your uh, next of kin's name, so on the off chance I run into someone, I'll be able to easily identify them and tell them you're worried about them or trying to find them. If not, I'd completely understand. If you're not comfortable.
Susie's my daughter, and Anna's my wife.
If we find them, we will make sure to send them back your way. Any possibility, perchance, any landmarks I could tell them to head to when we find them? There's a high likelihood that whatever this is, when we find it, it's going to get pretty dangerous pretty fast, and I'd rather not the actions we take unintentionally be the reason you don't see your wife and daughter again.
I'll pat Eric on the shoulder and I'll turn to look at them and I'll go, and one more thing, have any of you ever heard of a headless horseman?
Yes. It's a figure that goes around at one time a year and he kills people.
Yeah, that's the thing in our visions on the mountain.
And as you'll say, the horn gets blown. Then,
I'll go outside to see what the hubbub is about.
well, as you're stepping away, one of them says, well, that's not good, and it would have been good hunting. Well, let's just take a couple drinks and pass the time. I don't want to be caught out dark, and I like my head on my shoulders.
That makes two of us. Again, I'm sorry if you hearing this news as it all put you into any form of unease and dread.
Thank you.
And it's very nice to meet you. If I didn't formally introduce myself earlier, my name is Gerald. You might have heard of my brother. I don't know, but it's nice to meet you, chaps, regardless.
They stick out their hand to shake it.
He returns the favor.
And he nods and churns. Well, how about it? Drinks?
Sure.
As the elf steps out and sees and everyone's just panicking and heading into their homes. And then everybody else, that's the drunks, they start piling in the pub.
I look them to the side so they don't run into me when they make their way inside. And I'll look up and down the street to try to see why these people are so scared and if there's anything I can see. Can I make a perception check to see if I can see why people are scared?
Well, I mean, you can roll it, but they're scared because they don't want to get caught out and get their heads chopped off.
I would
Yeah.
I would at this point have rolled my way out before the drinks were being served to also see what's going on. And after looking at it, we're running inside, and I'm assuming you would have we would have
Yeah.
would the NPCs have told us, Grimm, earlier about their I would assume due to the headless horseman, their bell ringing based system to warn like, hey, it's nightfall, he might be swinging by this way.
No,
Or
it's
would they have not?
the villain blows the horn, and that's how they know it's.
Oh, okay, so it's
So
that
like the
source
German,
has
so it's like the German lore back in the old days. That
gotcha.
yeah.
I would while Garfield's doing that, I would double back down to the group of hunters previously and say, I hate to trouble you again, but do you have a moment for a quick question, and I'll let you get back to your ale?
And he turns, and the high elf looks around and sees the moon. Day before a full moon, and it's a clear sky. Like it looks like they're crazy because like it's normal outside.
Such a beautiful night, and people are just scrambling over here. This is so odd.
I would say the hunters and say, not trying to assume whether or not you would have this knowledge, but is it just the horseman's skill with his blade, or is it some kind of magical or supernatural effect?
It's translucent.
So you don't physically see it when he swings, I presume?
Well, no one sees it. If they did, then we haven't heard.
Oh, so anyone who has ever been on the receiving end of his blade, it's 100% fatal, I take it?
So we've been told.
Again, I'm just trying to understand what we're going up against. I apologize if it's a touchy subject. Thank you again for the help.
Mm-hmm. So who's taking a swig?
I won't. But I'm going to send my elf ring outside though. Just watch.
You know, begrudgingly, I will go down and I will have a small taste of it.
Everyone that does start rolling con saves.
I would like to specify I am a dwarf, so if he's poisoned,
No, it's not
you have
poison. But you still get the dwarf ability. Yeah.
I did get that message for Grimm. We have the dragon. We have the dragon.
Attention to, because they're supposed to be wearing medium.
Constitution solve. Boom. Got a 12.
Alright.
Dang it. Put it up.
What a guidance myself. Oh wait. Let me see if I have advantage on con saves due to the poison.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, in that case, give me a moment.
See?
That's one. No, never mind.
It's like, this is nothing. This is weak.
Does it at least taste good?
Well, not for your taste buds. I mean, you're used to the expensive. It's like watered down pee to you, but that's because you're a dwarf.
Fair enough, that's true. When I think of dwarves and I think over the shelf shit, they're gonna take whiskey. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
What about everyone else?
Whiskey's my guess for dwarves.
No, I understand.
Not just Bailey's Irish.
Yeah.
Not just that. Against what he might sound like.
What? Now, what about everyone else?
I'm drinking. I'm a lightweight.
King? The first round.
I'm looking into the mode for myself.
Yeah, if you wanna.
Yeah. I want to look for gambling.
Alright.
I'm going to go ahead and mount my unicorn that's out here and just scan around. Just obviously they're running from something. I'm just going to be ready and just stand watch.
Your cleric would shout at you and tell you, it's not until tomorrow.
It's not until tomorrow, mate.
Well, if it's not till tomorrow, I guess I'll just have a quick ride around town.
You know what, Grim? After I finish that first thing, ale,
Mm-hmm.
just because my character's not doing much else, I think I'll also go for a stroll around on my mule. Why not?
Alright.
So he'll finish his first ale, and then he'll walk on out and hop on Johnny,
Alright.
and then he'll just go for a slow little stroll around town, enjoying the cool night air and the tinted moonlight.
Yes.
Knee?
Let's see. How many floors are in this place?
Floors? It's basement and the normal.
What's the inside of this?
It's a half wall with a beautiful lady trying to lift up her chest and get tips. You have a fireplace. What?
Okay then.
You have a couple windows here and there, and you have a back door that leads to the kitchen, because you can see another barmaid and walk back and forth with food. You can see a fireplace in the corner, and a couple stools, and you can see a couple drunks in the corner, and a gambling table, and a knife game going down.
You know what? I'm just gonna sit by the fireplace.
Alright. So is it as everyone's gonna spend their night just strolling around?
Basically.
Yeah.
While strolling, I would like to chat with the cleric.
How you doing, mate?
Oh, I'm doing okay. It's just, I'm a little worried and concerned. Not only you've had this vision, but I've been tasked by my order and my god to deal with this as well.
That's might I ask if your character knows if your deity is known for being in cahoots with Moradin?
I don't know who that is.
Dwarven guy.
I think that's my character's deity, Moradin.
No, I don't.
Dwarves and
What
elves.
do they know?
No, dwarves and elves are like on the edge of war, but they don't.
Yeah, it's just like, I've never heard of your god, you've never heard of my god.
Yeah, that's interesting. Alright, well, it's gods. I would say I haven't heard weird shit like this before, but that'd be a lie. So I guess let's just go with it and see why our deities need two people of two completely different faiths getting after this thing. I guess.
I wonder if its fighting ability far exceeds anything even the local soldiers.
I'm sorry.
If even the townsfolk and the gods tremble inside at night, this makes me worried and concerned that this thing has free range of the town and is terrorizing the villages.
I'm also quite concerned / curious about what its magical sword can do. Something that's able to appear ethereal or completely translucent to the naked eye. That's not a low-level enchantment by any sort of the stretch of the imagination.
Do you reckon we're going to be fighting something that's out of a fairy tale?
I'd say it's possible. A lot of tales written nowadays are about monsters that we run into pretty much every other week. Or for better or for worse. Do you remember that damn werewolf? I told you it was a creature, but you said no, it couldn't be a man god.
It just couldn't have, okay? So just lightly pat him on the shoulder as they continue their stroll until about midnight. And
That
then
being said, you were right about the producer and keeping this stuff and not thinking it couldn't be a fucking gnome.
can't always trust the gnomes. They're always shifty.
Very true.
Speaking of shifty, did you see that lighter in there? I don't think I've ever seen a person like that before. Is he new to the guild?
To be honest, I'm not really sure. I would tell you if I was certain. That's the best answer I got.
Well, I'm gonna stroll around till midnight, and then I'll head back for some sleep and the rest of it.
That makes two of us.
I guess that's how we spend our night.
Yeah. Okay. King, you wanted to gamble?
Yes. He will be gambling for a majority of the night, making as much coin as he can. Using his tricks of to misguide. As he pockets more coin than he would appear to make.
I can respect that.
Is that what you decide?
Yes. Once I find the gambling table, I'm going to sit there and I am going to rob them in plain sight.
That makes
Yes.
sense. Fair enough. I'm going to go upstairs and just start preparing spells. I'm also going to send my family out and have it land on the roof of the pub and keep an eye out. My family is an owl.
Alright. Elfimo. So, roll me a d6 for gambling and add your dex mod to improve the number. Let's see.
If you will now raise you a full house.
So you just sees you got the number, the highest number on the die. Then the one of the gamblers says, "Want to try again?" As he slides you a gold, and says, "On top of that, would you like a drink?"
No, I will refrain from drinking for tonight because I have a great voyage for tomorrow.
What a pity.
Yes, maybe perhaps when I decide, when I finally return, I'll come back here and I'll drink with you again.
Hmm.
Until then, I will only take your gold.
Eh.
As he would roll again.
Oh my gosh. He looks at you and says, "Looks like we both got the 6. That ain't good."
Hevia is going to sit 5 coins on the table and be like, I believe you do not have that luck.
Alright. Last one.
He would roll again.
Yes! And he jumps up at the table flying. He says, "Thank you, good sir."
I am going to roll sleight of hand to take all the coins that he has, leaving the ones that he picks off of the table.
Oh my gosh. Let's see.
Ah,
Well, tonight was certainly a good night. I guess we get to watch a player die.
Nah.
Yep.
Let's see what. Roll your sleight of hand.
I'm just waiting for the town guards to reveal all that adamantine daggers.
Yes! Oh my gosh. For me. I know I get a little too excited. So, as he begins picking up 1 coin, 2 coin, 3 coin, and then he feels his pocket get touched. And then he's like, he jumps up, "Are you grabbing my butt?"
no, I'm simply knocking something off of you. You had a bit of dust on
Ah. Thank you, good sir. Are you sure I can offer you a drink?
it. No. Something off of him, no, it may be.
He nods, okay. And then he walks partially away. And now,
And of course, he's going to attempt it again. I'm being quick. I'm going to be quicker at it.
you got now the whole audience looking at you.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Uh-huh.
Xavier is going to look around instead and see if anyone can recognize him from his past.
Alright.
And perception check is the same modifier, which is 19.
If they are drunk as a skunk.
He is going to sigh in relief because no one knows about his gladiator days or anything before that. And after.
Yeah. So that's how he's.
You will now see.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another thing I want to know, but I should have asked it before I rolled. Could he see the symbols?
Of where they're from?
The from the criminal background symbols of like what's it called?
This is a lawful evil environment, so probably if if it is, they wouldn't be here where everyone hangs out.
Then he will proceed to a room that should probably most likely have been prepaid for.
Yep.
And that would be all for he.
Mr. Get Yankee. He watches every one of your comrades begin walking out. What do you do?
I guess I have no choice but to follow them.
As you do, one of the hunter, the hunter from previous walks up to you and says, "If you're planning on heading to that figure, you should travel at midday. That way you can make it just before dark when the being normally shows itself." And then, yeah, begin heading out as well. Alright, so then that's how the day ends, and let's see. Alright, so the next morning, one of the hunters walks up to the party. "I overheard you last night, and I was hoping I could travel with you. Maybe I will run into family along the journey."
You're happy to follow us along. I mean, as long as you can keep up.
I got no objections on my end.
As well.
He looks at Gid the Yankee. seeing that he is the bigger mount.
Oh, so I'm worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, right. If you want to ride, Johnny here can handle your weight if you don't got a mount for yourself.
You can ride with me, I don't mind. Come on, jump at the back of a unicorn.
Alrighty.
Does the unicorn react to how if he's evil or not?
The hunter?
He does not get that hanging back.
Nah, like I said, he keeps himself pretty well maintained. He's professional. You know, you see a scroll that would have like rules on it that he abides by.
Yeah,
Oh, right. So he's the good lawful evil, not the bad lawful evil. Gotcha.
They're all lawful evil. There is no such thing as good or bad. They have order.
Alright, it leans towards the degree that's more tolerable. At least that's how it is
It's
perceived currently.
sure.
Compared to the ones that just like, oh, I use the law, but in reality, I'm just mutually labeled as lawful evil, so it's good habit.
But why not have the piece of paper and act like you followed the law? And then when you get punished, they can say, I had the law with me.
I didn't think that, but keep an eye on this guy. That's not correctly, but it's just about right.
Indeed, indeed.
I guess we're going to, I guess I'll turn to this hunter and ask, where does this, headless horseman usually appear?
Well, no one really knows. One moment he's in one town, and following year he may show up at another. And another year he may not show up at all. No one knows.
Grimm would be a history check or religion
No,
check.
they don't know. Like, he's.
No, to recall the things from my visions for a description of where we're headed.
I can give it to you again, sure.
No, I mean, like, would I be able to describe to the party and the hunter what I've been seeing?
Oh. I figured you've been telling him for the past, days leading up to the month.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the hunter who just joined us who knows the area, so I'm going to give him the
Oh,
rundown
okay.
too. I would describe to him every piece of useful information to figure out where this is that I've gotten from the past visions.
Yeah. He would say he'd tell you that it sounds like the same location that you're already heading to.
Alright?
Keyword sounds. Just.
In that case, well, it's the best idea we've got. As you said, this gentleman, the horse seems pretty random. I don't know about the rest of you, but I say we go with it.
I agree. We are going to go to the dead man gulch and take care of this supposed dead man. Yeah! She'll lightly kick the legs of her unicorn.
I will try to maintain a decent pace next to the paladin, and along the way, basically, I've just, however lengthy this discussion needs to be of Garfield's character. Think we should attempt an exorcism or just try to destroy it?
See, if it's an apparition, if this is what the villagers believe, an apparition of sorts, they believe it's not of this material plane, then I believe she kind of frowns looking over, and then she'll turn back to look at the wizard. You, Chronomancer, what do you make of this?
I have a bad feeling with him. I think they should exercise great caution in engaging this guy.
I only ask because if it's a wayward soul who has unfinished business, the amount of torment he's putting on these people, he's probably experiencing just as bad or worse himself.
I have a feeling I should banish him. That's my 2 cents. What you got, says.
I've got it prepared if it comes down to it.
Of course, I always keep that just for emergencies.
No, I'm saying if we need to dumb it down, I've got it ready to go to.
Well, I've got something else planned in case he tries to do anything. If he tries anything, I've got something else planned.
Always good to have a plan B. That's why I like traveling with you.
If you what if this thing has no magic? It has anti-magic.
Well, kind of bad. I quite serious.
Then I'm not sure if we'd be able to damage it. My guess is the sword is probably not the only part of its equipment that's magical. I put money down that whatever armor it's wearing is probably resistant, if not immune to non-magical weapons.
Well, you would know if it's a ghost from your teachings, cleric slash paladin, that even if it wears armor, it doesn't actually wear armor. It's only show and tell.
Down to it, I can smite it.
I would turn towards the hunter. Do you, from the mythology about this creature, know if it at one point was a person and it is a spirit, or did it just appear one day?
Like I said, the rumors are always told that it's a person with no hair. That for some reason, if he spots someone out in dark, their heads go missing. But then he scratches his head kind of weirdly, like, that doesn't make sense. How does no one know the story if they're telling the story?
Can I insight him to insight the people who told the story to him?
This has been generations of generations.
Basically, Garfield the DC would be pretty damn high.
I sort of roll. Can I roll insight to get a feeling of like what's going through this hunter's head?
Yeah. He's questioning his own ethics on how does that work.
While Garfield doing that, my character's reaction would be, so he just, according to the rumors, he just attacks randomly, there's no pattern, no nothing, from what you're aware.
Indeed.
It's
Logically speaking, then,
What?
logically speaking, from what I know of undead, I'm leaning towards a revenant.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
well, we can take care of it. Rest assured, between my holy power and your healing abilities, I assume the chronomancies, whatever you do, scratches your head.
It manipulates time, that's my extent of knowledge, and I'm assuming that's enough, right? Madam Elf, to give a general description.
Yeah, even kind of if it's time, that's kind of my ballpark, you know. That's kind of what I do.
The issue is if it is a revenant and how long it's been around, according to what our friend here, you know, Mr. Hunter, it's already gone bad. So conversing with it to figure out why it's continuously killing people and who it is looking for to get revenge on won't work. We're going to need to find an alternate means to lay it to rest, assuming it's not just a regular apparition or the dead.
I'll go up to the and like alongside him and dismount and I'll go, what do you think of all this? It's been awful quiet.
So whatever it is, I'll be ready to kill it.
I like your dude. What's your name?
It is Veropus.
Are you going to the guild?
You can say that.
Interesting. What are you? You look like you're well mounted, but you also have a spark in your eye. What do you know about you?
A very astute observation. I know how. Just level as that nerd over there.
He's pointing at the wizard.
A small wry smile creeps on her face.
Well, you know, say, even police can it.
I would have Johnny plop on over to Glenn's character and his mount, and I oh, I'm not there yet.
No,
All right.
I'm getting to that.
In that case, Plan B over to the other room.
Cave.
Hey, Germans.
He's just plotting wrong. I just imagine his character is dripping with sweat.
No, his character is not. Like, he doesn't have to worry about it.
I would,
Yeah.
I would
I'm
look,
walking. I'm just fine.
I'd look at German's character and say, so if I understand correctly, you're good at striking from the shadows and avoiding direct view from beasties and nasty things.
I know not what you mean, but I am a great fighter. Clearly trying to keep it discreet that he's capable of such things.
I would purposely try to keep it at a low tone, avoiding detection from the hunter. I'm not gonna spell you out. Calm down.
I've done nothing more than fighting gladiatorial battles. That's what you mean.
Yeah, we'll stick with that. The reason I ask is because we can use that to our advantage. When we find this thing, it's gonna be near nightfall, so you have a lot more spaces to hide. Get whatever weird magical type of ethereal shit you get from the darkness. I don't really care. Point is I've got a plan that just might work. But it's going to require me knowing if you're proficient with a bow or not. Or what you use for a weapon primarily.
Though he would have a hilt in his back, you would see him reach behind his cloak and pull out a single longsword. That's
That knowledge does answer my question. In that case, I'm going to plan B. I would motion the rest of the party over to have a kind of group plot along. Yes.
Well, you haven't said you left yet.
Oh,
Yeah, but then you get this.
sorry, Grim.
No, you good. But what's gonna happen is the hunter would tap you and say, "Let's over to the giant boulders." Maybe some people took shelter from the strong desert winds.
Off we go.
I will use the reins of my unicorn and saunter it on over to its maximum.
I will do the same and look down at the Goliath if he wants to lift. You want to raid or no?
You want to look down at the Goliath?
Sorry, I'm probably assuming how high my mule is off the ground.
Yes.
Grim,
There you go.
where do I sit in relevance to King's kit?
Probably either leveled or either more or less above him or below him, depending on how tall you are.
I'll say I will not make the mule gigantic size, whatever. I would look at your character eye to eye and say, Johnny, definitely handle her tonight, weight, but probably not much else. Do you want to lift or no?
At that moment, I'm going to take off in a full sprint.
Okay, down.
I just want to, you think I can't keep? I'm not capable of taking care of myself and walking? I'm going to leave you in the dust now.
Yes, I will lightly tap Johnny, knowing he is a very sensitive mule, and I will coerce him forward.
Alright.
Instead of mule, you want this fucking 250-pound fucking Goliath to sit on its back.
It's not sensitive doesn't mean he's physically strong. He has an emotional spectrum that's very needy.
These fucking hairy sloths.
There we go.
Yes, it does.
Uh-huh.
Johnny's flaws that he's allergic to hate.
So with the first tower, everyone can roll con saves, except for the dwarf and the Goliath. Mm.
Also, since I don't need it, at any point
Ooh.
I see my mule getting parched or nearing exhaustion level, I give him some of my water.
Yeah. Fudge. Alright, so both of y'all have the first exhaustion level.
Oh boy, we're gonna get a little exhaustion. I can hear that.
I can too.
So we kill the things, we will go fucking different exhaustion.
I told y'all this encounter's gonna be hard. If it ain't the desert, it's gonna be the monster.
I bet we're back armor.
Mm.
Yep, I'm wearing armor now. It's almost like Hero Lizard.
My guy,
Don't do his armor suit.
your backstory on my character remembers I've never taken off my armor.
Alright. So the second
My
hour.
face is constantly
The second hour, and roll it again. And then
Fine.
you don't have to. It's just in
No.
2 levels. Oh my god. I told you. No, I did warn y'all.
Alright, I walked on over to the I believe the wizard field also.
Yeah. Oh my god. I think
Well, one greater restoration.
thank you.
I will do a restoration on myself. I only have 2 of these. And I just
Oh my gosh, he's like the champ.
Back up.
So y'all should either start discussing what you're gonna do or proceed with another hour of travel.
If we can find Jane, I think honestly, now.
We need to wait. Because no fucking beating down on us.
down with my armor.
You gotta travel during the day to make the encounter at night.
Off my armor so I'm not fucking naked.
Alright.
I would turn toward the elf. Um, any chance that you have any smaller clothes or you're not sweating your breast off of your body?
I mean, I'll make basically nothing. I need some picture. I'll make basically nothing. What was we post the image? You see that? I'll make
You have
basically
any
nothing.
spells or cantrips that can just constantly continuously coat your body in water?
Yeah, the shape water. You got shape water?
I do shape water back. How's that help?
Because you can constantly cast, and it takes an hour to melt the ice. And you can give it to 3 people.
Okay, why do I do that then?
So the wizard has an idea, because party members are slowly falling. He's like, I don't know why I don't just cast this, and he begins freezing everyone's, or 3 people's,
Sweat.
Alright,
Yeah.
good God.
I'm doing my toe.
I'm assuming Garfield's gonna make a nipple in that joke.
I'll teach you now.
Alright, so now, yeah. Now, while the travel, y'all won't have to roll it anymore, but y'all can discuss a plan until.
I would turn towards the wizard. Sorry you didn't think of that sooner, lass.
It's fine. I'm on your mind. It's what's it? It's alright. I'm worse. No,
I'm
don't
just
be sorry.
go like wipe the sweat off and I'm like polishing the inside of my armor as I'm writing now.
Alright, so here's my idea as it were. So obviously like stereotypical adventure thing, me and the wizard are gonna keep our distance if we can.
Yeah, please. I'll fucking made a decision.
So here's the idea. This plan is assuming it is not resistant to, I'm just gonna err on the side of caution and say lightning damage. Last, do you have a spell lightning bolt by any chance?
I don't really. I got to suppose.
Yeah.
I have
Needs that does not deal fire damage.
Well, I got to suppose they don't deal fire damage. I got that, so don't worry about that.
So here's the plan. Step one, hopefully without immediately angering it, we're gonna have you guys form a murder triangle. Miss Paladin, are you alright with being the one to be who's he's looking at? And then basically the other tip.
As long as I can put my armor back on and have my shield and my warhammer in my hand,
Yes. So you'll be the tip of the triangle, and then Mr. Goliath.
and there's another thing. If it tries to leave me my space, it won't go anywhere.
That's good to know. And Mr. Goliath, you'll be the left tip, and Mr. Githyanki, you'll be the right tip. And then me and the wizard will be on Jason's sides of the tip, doing crossfire coverage of spells at the monster, and I'll make sure hopefully none of us die.
So a murder pentagram.
Yes.
See, this one was its shit.
Well, for such an holy beast, I figured a formation like this made logical sense.
Guys, but I will let you know that I'm not that great at fighting. She just kind of like does two finger poses. I
Your
can't
job,
like,
your main job is just to keep it distracted. I'm hoping
Yeah.
that Yankee here is just gonna beat it to death.
I can't make a great.
So keep going as constant steam is just rising from the party, freezing and unfreezing. Suppose.
I'm looking for freezing. It's fucking shit.
Hey, it works. I told you it would be difficult.
I'm looking snowman.
Snowman, you're a walking icicle.
There would be as much white smoke coming off the party as white smoke Snoop Dogg's lip.
Oh my god. Alright.
Everybody eat before they left.
Shit. I have no I have my rat. My character would enjoy jerky and water.
I would have a mixture of dried nuts and fruits.
My character would Garfield character. She wants Annie's and cashews.
What do you sort those? I love some.
I would need some to the wizard. Here you go, lass.
Thank you very much. Cashews. Nice, nice. Cashews.
I turned to look at the fire. What is the good Yankee
Mind flares. You did mind flare.
What time are you eating, Anthony? What are you putting into your mouth hole?
Stop pig.
Just what?
What are you doing in the North Pole over the next I need a pee. Put in your mouth a full on just dead pig.
what are you eating, Mr. Mysterio?
He's a bugger.
What is the king consider me? That's my question. I'm at Arctic.
Well, that's probably what it is.
And not Elvers, nor the off-brand.
Oh,
No.
look at it.
Crayon. She's a fucking marine
eating a damn crayon. No, I'm actually eating some Thanksgiving jerky.
Wow. Crown eaters. Alright.
My character also gets
I'm
one.
eating some steamed monster jerky, alright?
My character gets bored, so he pulls out also gets to go back to mash. It's that too.
Bangers and mash. What the fuck? Eating British. Oh, British. What next? Fucking fish and chips.
Yeah.
No, not fish and chips. It's fish and American chips, or potato chips, like
Fish and crisps.
So as y'all are wrapping up eating in the sun and walking and talking, to the journey of Dirty Double Canyon, the sun slowly begins to set, and an eerie sound of children's laughter could be heard in the winds close to the party. Alright.
Strong people registers under sensitive noxious odor and powerful odors that have enemies in ears. As an action, I open my awareness to detect odors. I know the location of any celestial or dead being that is not behind total cover. I know the type of living being whose presence I sense, I know its identity, and the thin radius will also detect the presence of any place and concentrating or dim disintegrating, but as well as the hollow side. You speak for number of times one plus the charisma modifier. When it's finished, long rest and everything all expended uses.
Alright. You see or you feel a neutral presence.
Also,
Mhm.
before this encounter starts, I would pull out of my bag something I made before we left, and I would also touch Garfield's suit of armor. Garfield, you have a +1 bonus to AC. Magical.
I'm putting my armor back on.
And also, Garfield, I would ask if your character wants a sword.
I have
Oh,
also, it takes forever to put this armor on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you got it on. Like I said, when y'all are walking, talking, eating, traveling,
Alright.
freezing.
maybe one magic sword.
So you see, or you feel a neutral presence. Then as you would you get closer to it?
Yes,
All right. So the knee would see, and you would see, as everybody else started coming closer. You would see a translucent little girl's head peeping over a sand dune. So as you get closer to investigate the ghostly girl, she disappears, leaving a teddy bear in the sand. Alright. You can see.
Also,
Mhm.
me, if you want the item, I will send the stats to her.
The
The
hunter.
sword. Scared.
Yeah. The
It's
hunter.
from
That's alright. The hunter that looked like my little girl as he jumps off the mount and begins running through the sand after the direction she was walking.
I would not follow him. I would just watch where he goes.
Oh no. I don't say there.
I would turn towards the paladin. He's good as dead.
Hey, fuck's up.
I'll make my way back over the party and I'll whisper if I get a room party with everybody. Well, we found his family, and I use the air quotes.
We didn't find the light.
Hold on. He said looked like. He didn't say was.
Oh. Great, so that's illusion magic.
Well, at least it's working on him, not us.
As far as we know, I would like to, Grim, I would like to, just like form a fist. Does anything weird happen when I clench a fist real quick?
Yeah, no.
I would ask everyone to do the same just to make sure that it's not casting some illusion on us.
I mean, Elvira's already gone following after the man.
God damn it.
So,
Alright, Mr. Fighter, if you don't want it, I'll just keep the sword on my back for safekeeping.
you're gonna proceed after the man? Alright. So as you do, and what about everybody else?
Alright.
Alright.
It's a bit of a
No,
No,
Alright.
Yeah,
Suddenly, a lightning strike emits a thunderous roar, crackling across the sky. A large fireball starts to fall at an incredible speed towards the ground from the heavens. It's so bright that the people might mistake it for the sun. It hits the ground with incredible force, and it creates an explosion, and its light appears.
alright, so it's here. I'm pretty confident. I don't think that was a headless horseman. I think God.
Now that I see it fall, I will proceed over.
As you would see an angelic figure turning from a bright white to begin to return to a burnt orange and flames as its wings would become charred.
I would I would look at this character. I think it's what those other people call it ASMRs, I guess.
I'm just gonna start screaming. My wings are burning, so I'm just like,
well, that's right.
I would look at the individual and say, I know you're screaming in a lot of pain, mate, but do you want me to cauterize those wounds? Shot.
turning around, not knowing who you are. I'm possibly gonna like show you a bit of force as I take out my two short swords, and they glow with like this orange light.
Alright, don't leave. Oh,
No time. So very much time. Why? Why? The heaven thrown out of angels run above us. On our great victories. Due to these prophecies, these visions, time, please answer.
I'm going to also roll a religion check as I quote, Lord, what the fuck is not?
As Morgan.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When I look at them, based off of the visions that I have I recognize these people as the people in my visions.
Yeah, you would see flashes, and you could see that they're all heading in the same direction, and you can see religious figures, and you know they're not evil.
That's a 15.
So you can answer the paladin's question of questioning God.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah, well, Yeah.
Are you both like down next to each other, paladin cleric?
I really not opposed to being, that makes me that's my ears.
I would approach you. From what you can see based on your playstyle from the passive perception, is that he only has one eye. He looks like he recently just suffered a major scarring on his right. You can see that his left eye is glowing a yellowish um, a yellowish glow. Not you you no longer need to pray to your God. I'm here because of my own reasons. I could not let mortals die at the expense of an angel's prayers, or better yet, their power.
I take it
So
to
I
one of his horsemen.
yes. I know why I'm falling.
In that
I
case,
wouldn't
it's
have been here if I had to. I couldn't have let people die.
in that case, it's handy I made. If that case, it's handy I made these. These were a backup weapon of the offense that the Yankee wasn't a strength-based individual.
Keep your weapons. I have everything that I need. He would proceed to those short glowing swords that he had. He like flips them like in the air. This little trick with them. He spins them back in his sheaths beside his waistband. He has two holsters. And he just slide them in. I have everything I need to kill him.
Alright, no one wants the ice and fire weapons. I get it.
So do y'all proceed?
They're all melee weapons. I don't know if wizard melee is a great idea. But
Exactly. Well, that's what basic about those. That's my dodge.
So do y'all proceed? Does
let's roll.
does anyone else have shape water?
I no.
Mm. It's not the same. So any of
Is it
y'all
at night? Cooler? Or
So-
are we still in daytime?
no, this is like your last final hour. So one person the wizard has to pick that has to roll the con.
Yeah, I'm basically doing it myself.
Yeah, so who's the person that has to roll the con? The
So how physically fortified is the agent guy?
Fortified.
Yeah.
Trying to ask.
What's your score?
My con score is I have a 14 for my constitution.
It's okay. I think you managed. I'm gonna make you roll with it.
so he makes the angel punish after falls from the heavens and catches up on fire. Gotcha. All right.
Still like on fire and stuff.
Nah, it's not on. Yeah.
My wings are they're just bones.
Well, as you're doing that, you still got angels got to roll con save.
I will tap the angel's shoulder and cast guidance. Yeah, I can add a D4 to this if you need to. Fine.
I got it. This market thing with it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Only thing is that
So
I'm not.
roll that save.
Asshole and pour some rubbing alcohol to its brain wounds.
Rubbing alcohol. Why not pure alcohol? Or some tobacco. Oh my goodness. So
Ah,
First level of exhaustion for him.
And another 5th level spell slot gone. It's great.
Yes.
We can heal 10 points.
Ah,
And your exhaustion level is gone. Another 5th level spell slot. Boom.
Alright. So, the party continues now, right?
Yeah.
Just triple, quadruple checking. Alright, so the players come across a sight of a horse and a wagon, the air filled the smell of death, and the horse is barely alive.
I would at this point would dismount Johnny, and I would draw my warhammer and shield.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I want to shoot my 2 swords. I'm gonna go into stealth. Mr. Medium.
Well, I need a animal handling from the wizard, and then can you roll? Yeah, and then roll a insight off your mount. So 2 separate rolls.
Okay, so I'm behind you. About you.
Well, your mount has to roll the insight, and you have to roll animal handling.
Oh, okay, brilliant. If I'm behind you, yeah.
Yep.
Each man behind you. I'm inside. Do it for this task.
Intelligence. Animal threat.
Well, roll a d20. Pretty much don't get it on that 20.
Okay, yeah. It's...
Expertise and skills.
Alright,
Gotcha.
so you get your animal control, and the reason why is because he smells death lingering, you know, like he wants to eat the horse in front of you.
Oh,
Alright, so that flavor's out of the way.
that's bad, right? That's bad.
That roll right there, that's my stealth.
Yep.
The only reason why it's supposed to red man is because I put expertise into my stealth together.
Sneaky Breaky.
Alright, so
Sneaky Breaky of the
10, 15. Alright. So, what does the rest of the party do?
I shield out. I whatever. What I publish wounds. Perception check.
I would tell the new character about the murder pentagram we have planned and ask where
I'm sorry, Joe. I jumped off the horse and I just disappeared from sight right after.
13 dimensions.
Does anyone else follow?
We did men know stealth.
Actually, I'm
I
gonna
will see by the wizard for her protection from monster because I don't want the wizard to die in one hit, and I don't know how much damage this thing deals.
I'm almost gonna force my familiar to make a perception check to the ground.
Alright. Get Yankee, are you gonna proceed forward or keep staying where you're at?
I'm gonna take my dragon here. Money here to do some reconnaissance. Oh shit, right? You have a red dragon.
Alright. So he's searching.
Use the breath.
The
What the fuck?
I don't know if you heard what I
King-
said or not, Grimm, but I said I was going to go ahead and do a little dance and go stealth.
Alright, roll it. Oh, you did, okay.
Oh,
Okay. So are you gonna go left or right? Because you're more in the middle.
I'm going to basically make it seem like I sunk into the sand when I disappeared.
Alright, so we'll just put you that
I'm
way.
going to stay where I am, but like
Yeah,
move
right.
forward slowly.
Yeah. Alright, so was that, do we need a dwarf? Are we moving you?
I would before I move, I would call up to Mia's character.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to just barbecue the son of a bitch?
Oh my god.
What? you want to just barbecue the monster? The dragons have a breathe on the thing.
Head straight toward the middle. Let's go.
Alright.
Well, let we get there. Alright, at this point, my character would start advancing after the. And he'd be taking the most direct path forward.
Alright, so. As you begin to step closer, you can see blood dripping from the wagon, turning the sand red. You get an uneasy feeling and feel the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Let's see, five ghost or translucent figures appear.
Turn on deck.
One is a woman holding her child in her arms as she begins to scream and cry. And the remaining ghosts act out a one-sided fight.
I will. That's repeat.
To specifically pay attention to this. My paladin training, I would know about how ghosts sometimes act out their mind moments over and over. I'd like to see if there's any way, if there's some kind of residue from this creature, or whatever it is, that killed these people in a way that
I will execute.
Yeah.
our connection.
I will have a ready to turn undead, and I will let the scene play out. And when it completes the first time around, after that happens, I will call out common to the ghost and say, "Would you like to be sent to the afterlife?" And if you roll persuasion.
Well, no one won the bet, so Gar gets a inspiration.
I get an inspiration.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Alright, so I get to re-roll that?
No, I'm saying you can hold on to, like, keep it. So where's your persuasion?
Alright. Now, I did not get that far. I was wrong.
I mean, you said you wanted to talk to them, so you're talking.
So they start wailing on me.
No, they're trying to act down a scene, and you're disturbing it.
Alright. Persuasion. I am getting guidance myself from this one, actually. I'm gonna first do the D4 for guidance.
Whew. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna need it. Let's see what we get, boys.
Hmm.
9, 10, 11, 12. You just come out as a cleric.
I'm just gonna send it.
If you want to do it, then you move on to the hereafter, and hopefully lay your souls to rest in a non-violent or painful way.
So at the moment, just roll a wisdom save, because one of them will turn at you and then continue acting out.
Ah, shit, that didn't work.
Oh, darn. Alright, so nothing happens. Alright, so then they continue the encounter? Question mark, the rest of y'all?
Yeah, let's go.
Alrighty. So, so as they act out the fight, each one having their heads cut cleanly off, and then their bodies would be dragged and placed in the back of the wagon, and then the heads would disappear.
Oh, so whenever this was after cutting their heads off,
This kind of fucking.
I'm going more behind the wagon. Oh. I'm gonna dismount my unicorn and peer on the inside.
Roll a con save.
Gold smell and death.
In the sand.
Yep.
That's a 15.
I'll give it to you. So you feel as you're about to vomit, but roll a wisdom save to see if it scars you. You keep your food, but you keep your mind. Oh my goodness, you keep both. Alright, so what do you do now? Seeing women and children and men stacked up in the back of the wagon.
Well, that's a fucked up sight. For the rest of the party, we'll see the paladin kind of staggers around, almost vomits, does some weird face, swallows it back, wipes her head. This is, you don't want to go back there, but I found out what happened to this man's family.
So that's both good and bad. Not taking.
What do y'all do next?
I got back on Johnny and see him continue down the route.
Alright.
Alright, bro.
Everyone's continuing?
Ghosts and the body being north, or does it go south? This trail.
Well, I was just making sure y'all are gonna continue.
Oh.
Mhm.
No.
Angel, are you going? And Wizard,
Yeah, let's go to the library.
Mm.
Let's go there.
Me, King. Alright. King, do you continue?
I'm going to stay still. I'm just going to watch everyone's back for now.
Well, the party's leaving.
Alrighty, then continue, but I'll try not to reveal myself as I keep up.
Yeah.
Same thing with me.
Alright.
I'm assuming just you to recover in the rear.
Well, as I move, it's basically like a sand crawler with thinner. As I'm trying to keep up with you.
Well, you won't need to worry about heat. You won't need to worry about suffocating.
Indeed.
No, I'm not understanding. It's just that type of thing.
There it goes.
Also, you see a giant sand block flopping around.
Alright, so. So the moon's light begins to be covering the clouds, rolling in. Then a horse neighs off in the distance towards the canyon. You see the horse on its two hind legs and a person holding the reins. Its head is completely missing from his shoulders.
I would have my
Let's see. You would also see a glowing around him and the mount.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cast Bless. I'm going to bless myself. And I guess I'm gonna bless the only two people I can see, which is the wizard and the cleric.
Alright, thank you, Garfield.
Thanks, mate.
That's my action for bonus action. I'm just gonna go ahead and dismount my unicorn and send it trottering off behind me because I don't want it hurt.
I will dismount it as soon as I just dismount Johnny as soon as we get close enough to starting to dismount his most recent position, the dispersal.
So y'all are swishing the animals away.
I am.
I am.
All right.
Just what he's
Okay, okay.
I don't want Johnny to become Johnny on stick.
showing us.
Meanwhile, in
Fuck all.
So roll y'all's initiative, guys.
Oh, there's one
I
down.
don't know how long. One directing breath later. Perfect use of fire. That'd be some crazy shit. He rolled 17. Nice.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm going to initiative. I used to agree with you. Because it's
Sorry, you don't learn that one?
Touch me. I think first place.
That's 20.
We'll see
I
what-
mean, possibly.
Mm,
Myself up.
mm,
I just imagine Broca's character holding. It's time to stop.
mm. 15.
Alright, so it goes third.
21.
Grimm, then the wizard, then the monster, then me. Yay. Wait, no.
I got it.
No. Alright, it goes then Herman.
What's Creeper first?
I don't. What is your modifier?
One five. It's plus 14.
Okay.
I said what? You got that 20 or
Yeah, you make the. There you go. I don't think I added real quick. Wait, I think it there's. Wait, hold on. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so it goes Glenn and then Rocco, because Rocco got 30. Flexing on all them haters.
I'm going first. My second place.
Go first.
I'm going first. I'm going first, boys.
I go first.
First, 20. Wait a minute.
Alright. So.
It's a dirty 30
Oh,
or so.
it's first.
Okay. I'm just skating here. Correct.
Yeah, but I wanted to just do something before. So as y'all would look at it, I was gonna make all y'all roll wisdom saves first, and then proceed.
So everyone needs to make a wisdom.
Yeah, because everyone's gonna be looking at this creature. Alright, well.
Try and get lucky.
I'm not. Yeah,
Since I have less of usage, forget my haters.
I am gonna use my bless now.
It's not gonna.
19.
Okay.
Hold on. Well, the one that's SOL the most, I'm not gonna lie, is the Paladin. And they're supposed to. How are you worse? Oh no. Alright, so this is what happens for y'all. Two of y'all anyways. Two of y'all are frightened. Y'all are scared. And Sad thing is, y'all are all freaking pretty much humans.
Yeah, I'm gonna counter that with intimidation. Is that
Nah, 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 nah. Alright. And yes, I finally got it. Alright, but y'all. Alright, so the only one that you really see is really, and I mean really bad shape as King Goliath, as he once was this masculine man, becomes some dilapidated, crippled, old, like really wrinkly old man. Like he is literally on the last limb of life.
Oh, I can't get charmed.
So he ages twice. Whatever. So he went from looking handsome to looking really old.
Goliath's don't age right? Yeah, that old, wrinkly dude.
Yeah. Look.
I would have to hit like 80s to get that old.
Look. I'm gonna show you. All right. So this is my, and then you minus the 40. So his age was 46. He aged 40. And behind the DM screen, his life expectancy is a 93 plus or minus is gone. To keep that in mind for all y'all. He's old.
So holy shit, I just
You age 40, but I mean, you still look pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. So, then we could proceed, and yes, everything's to scale, and you need your cleric to remove that aging for you.
Okay, what spell? Thanks.
Rage,
I only
greater. Yep, the greater's the only one to keep, because if not, the fighter's got to take. He's gonna have to take some.
Garfield, do you have any greater inspiration left? You got one.
He's gonna take some things off.
Okay, will Blake's character be able to function, or is he screwed too?
Oh, look at that. Well, he is. Man, like I said, this encounter is gonna be hard. So, he is also at his last leg for all of y'all. He went from a middle aged angel at 53 and age 40 years, which made him to 93, and his life expectancy is 119 plus or minus his con. So two players are now holding on. It's like their weapons are like on the ground, barely keeping them up.
Hey, Grimm,
Yes.
does my dragon also need to make a wisdom save?
Yeah, you can make it roll. An adult more like it, but yeah, roll if you want.
Can he choose to fail?
Anyone. Well, see, look at that. So he watches the dragon begin. Well, not on this encounter, but he just begins growing in size to aging as
No.
closer to an adult. What?
No anime where the fucking lizard's like constantly fucking breaking through its skin as it gets older.
Yeah, that's what's happening right now.
Shedding.
This is a growth berg on the on the. And now he's an adult.
I believe in you, wizard.
Well, I guess I'm gonna flush, right?
All right, so you go first.
What's the animation?
Wait, what's the what? Oh, so and let's I'm gonna say plus 100 for the first. Let's see. I'm gonna say the first line is 100, and then the little lines goes up by 20. Yeah, because it's a canyon. everything gets cut off in the beginning. So like in the far back is like 20 and 20, the bottom and the top, and then the middle is 100, and then it goes up to 120, then 140.
So in that case, what is the total distance away from this team point?
So you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75.
75.
See that?
He's far away, right?
Yeah.
75. In that case, I'm gonna summon China's one level 4. Ready to
Alright, what size is that?
There's a medium creature, it is a shadow spawn. Basically, shadow spawn. It basically touches my but there's no shadow spawn.
Alright, so on top of the cliff. Let's just make it a little bit. Alrighty.
Yep. I'm gonna make 2 attacks.
Alright.
Not 20, not 20, 18.
Okie dokie.
Okay, this is the crit first. Are you double dice or double damage?
Just double die. It's magical, right?
Yes, yeah, it's magical.
Okay.
It is core damage. FYI.
Oh, okay. That is a total of 13 damage. So you watch as it goes inside the being, and it just slices through him, and it looks like it did nothing.
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 Nothing. Lost my whole turn.
Alright. Angel.
It's cleansing.
Yep. Glenn. Mr. Angel.
Still, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I would say yes, but you're also frightened, so. There's no moving forward, there's only moving back. Or hiding behind the rock.
Question, can I remake that save or
At the end of your turn.
at the end of my turn I can remake the save?
Yes. So do you want to move to your...
I wanna wait, so I can't move forward.
Well, you can't go this way, but like you can go right here and believe that you're hidden. You can just... You can move 10, and then you can consider that as running away.
Can I move can I move my full movement down? Or I don't know where
Yeah, man. Well, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you can go right here. If that's it. Alright. Is that the end of your turn? Alright, roll another wisdom save. Nope. Alright, so Mr. Dilapidated Old Man Goliath. You see as the angel begins scurrying off, and you're scared peeing your pants. Or however you want to flavor it. Where would you like to move?
It's too early for a dirt nap.
Well, do you want to move first, or do you want
Let's see. I am.
right here? So you can move to your left.
I want to move more behind a rock so that I'm more perfectly hidden. I'm already stealth.
5, 10. You want to move
I'm
more?
gonna take a fucking old man. Yeah, that's enough. I'm gonna take an old man nap.
Alright, so wisdom save. It's like, guys, I'm out. I gotta take a nap.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Wisdom save, at least. Come on.
20. That's it. I did that in the fucking wrong place. The fucking DM. That person's gonna be like, what the fuck? This is gonna be the last time I use this body that screws me over.
Ah, you're not scared no more. Alright.
Still old as shit.
Yeah. Alright. So, Mr. Dwarf, you begin to see as your fellow comrades begin aging. Bad. And they are running. They're dragging themselves across the sand, trying to hide.
I look at the so for confirmation here, Schlein, even though Garfield's character is frightened, can Garfield create a restoration himself, or no?
I don't
And
think there's nothing we're not really worried about. Either the fighter or Lynn's character. I don't know where either of them are.
I'm not sure. I mean, hold on. What is the? So it makes a. Dash action. They must make the dash action to move away. If the creature ends its turn where it doesn't have line of sight of you, the creature can make a wisdom save. So I would say no.
A greater restoration, Garfield's character.
Alright.
That's all my fifth level spell slots going, boys.
Oh, yeah, not only am I back to my age, I'm no longer feared. I guess I gotta go up to this when it's my turn.
Well,
My next thing, I will move my full 25 feet forward.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Am I within 60 feet of
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Yep, 55, 60.
I need a dex save DC 17 out of dex save flank.
What kind of damage does it do?
Radiant.
Dex save.
Then it can choose the pass right there.
Bitch.
Does it do half damage or no?
That's half.
I don't know. That's what I'm double checking.
I'll double check right now. D&D Beyond Continuity confirmation. Pretty sure though it save or suck like Toll did.
Probably gain some. It doesn't say.
Alright, it says ordinary damage, so I'm gonna roll not take some
Yep.
damage.
So, to your recollection, the same thing when I told him as it go the wizard, that as you hit this thing, it looks like it just went right through, like it was not effective. Like you're kind of questioning maybe this is the wrong kind of damage also. It may be magical, but it didn't hurt him. And you can see that. It didn't hurt. Neither one of y'all's damages hurt. So y'all questioning to yourselves.
Yeah, so it's not an undead, because radiant damage would work, so that's eradicated that one.
Well, if it was an undead. you would be questioning why it didn't work this time.
Alright, I got a plan for next turn. I didn't want to waste this yet, but I will this time.
Alright, is that's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
Going big.
Do 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 do. Let me see, because it's now the man on the horse's turn. Alright, so what's going to happen is he's going. Let me see if I can get this right. He disappears. This.
Oh, shit.
Then it is the dragon's turn. So what happens is the horse begins stomping its hooves, and then it emerges a really hot essence of heat and glows, and then it just poofs, as you hear air
More reason to do
air just getting sucked into a portal.
Yep, I'm sticking with my plan.
Yeah, portal.
Does the wizard have counter special?
No, you just don't know. You want to roll your reaction? I said, you want to roll your reaction?
Yeah, I believe the rules on counter spell is pretty much if it is a spell like effect. Or sorry, if it is a spell.
Mm-hmm. I told you it was gonna be a hard fight.
So teleport, it's immune to cold damage.
It looks like he was immune to radiant.
And it is immune to radiant. I'm just gonna take it that it was a fucking nimble for now. But I'm not gonna try radiant next turn anyways. It has fear ability, it can affect aging. It has a magical sword.
So the uh the uh the angel loses its fear because it doesn't see the figure. But other than that, it's the Get the Yankees turn.
Wait, did you skip?
You know what?
So where is this exactly?
Exactly, that's the question. Do you want me to try to describe it again? What happened?
I want Arcana check.
Alrighty.
I want to determine if this thing is even actually real or just an It's gonna be.
Is this the real question? If it's real, then yes, it is real.
So it's the actual like entity fighting us, not an illusion.
It's not an illusion. Because you saw the cold damage hit it, it didn't work. You saw the radiant hit it, it just didn't work. So you know that you can see the spell going off and not through it. Like, it's not going behind him and hitting a rock behind him. It's literally poof and then just disperses. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what? Mhm.
I guess I'm gonna ready an action to attack.
Which direction?
Behind me.
Alrighty. And that's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Elf. The Paladin.
Oh yeah. Since the clip is taken to move my movement from back to back, Blair just facing towards the cliffs. I'm facing towards the
10, 15,
I'm
20? Alright.
we're back to back. I am going to roll perception. And if you keep track of the wins. Uh,
You're going to have to roll an Arcana now.
oh boy.
Look, you know that it's not here anymore. You just don't know where, like, it's not in the material plane. Like, it's not, does that make, it's not invisible.
Okay. My free action. I assume that's a free action.
Yeah, because you had to, you're like, let me figure this out. Alright, it's at the end of your turn. I think I'm getting one. Alright. So back to top of initiative.
Right. I'm gonna dash south, 60 feet.
So, well, you can't really, you're gonna go 60, so we're just gonna have to write that down. Let's see, 5, 10. So, just write down that you're, uh, 55 away from the screen.
Down.
Oh, okay, down.
Towards,
No, okay,
yeah,
okay.
that's what,
Okay, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and then you want to go, let's see, 55.
yeah.
You want to go there, or, like,
I'm
right here?
Yep.
Okay,
I'm just gonna make my boy dash southwest 18 feet as well.
how many feet?
18.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50, 55. Okay, stop on the bottom of the hill or on top of the hill? Okay. Yeah, it's like, you have to imagine, there is no light. It got covered by, clouds. So if you, uh-huh. Oh, so I was saying that, alright, so what I'm saying is if you don't have dark vision, you're gonna have to start a fire. Yeah. Now, the only way you can attack it is when the creature emits on the horse, then you can see it because of that. But other than that, it's dark. Alright. Alright. So, Mr. Angel, what would you like to do?
Um, I would like to enter into stealth and move forward. Oh yeah, let me enter. First, I was to that.
Yeah. All right.
17 to stealth. And since I'm into stealth now, I'm gonna move forward 30 feet.
Okay, so you're gonna go around the rock. Fine. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I over, but I don't think so.
Not yet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yes, and I'm gonna be hugging. I'm gonna be hugging that part of the cliff, and while it's stealth, I'm just gonna like try to peek and see if I see anything. I guess.
All right. Not really. Nope.
Alright, so then yeah, that's the end of my turn. I'm gonna sit there, and I'm just gonna stay there and hide.
All right. Mr. Goliath, are you still going to sit out combat?
Hello? Well, seeing as there's not a lot I can do at my old age, I don't really have much choice.
All right. Do you want to roll a stealth and dig yourself in the sand?
Yeah, sure. I'll stealth up again so I can either
Yeah.
so I can basically get a good opportunity to make an attack, or someone's able to restore my age.
Well, if you hide from them, they can restore you. Unless their passive beats your stealth.
You're not visible.
Yeah. So keep that in mind.
Technically, I was originally just sitting behind a fucking rock.
You were?
I wasn't really hidden at the time.
Yeah.
I used to stat my last for just movement and stealth to get behind the rock. After that, I'm just sitting in the sand leaning against the rock.
So do you want to just keep a ready to action, or do you want to hide?
I'm gonna keep a ready stealth just in case I need it.
You do that. You gotta pick one.
Alright, keep a ready to action.
Alright. Which direction are you gonna aim this ready action?
The direction I came from, which I believe...
South. Well, yeah. So you're right, yes. Alright. Then it is the cleric's turn. Dwarf.
I take it it's still not reappeared.
I mean, its initiative count as it came up, so no.
Well, you know, I feel like for be that guy, I'm going to ready the banishment.
What are you readying?
Banishment.
Okay, Doki, which direction?
I'm going to say in the direction of the last known direction of the Asmar.
Asmar? Oh, okay, so that was 2 wants to get Yankee then. So, to your right. Gotcha. It's at the end of your turn.
Assuming I can't ready a cantrip on top of that,
Mm-mm.
then yes, that is.
Alrighty. So, let's figure this little boy out. He comes out. Boop. You hear as a portal begin to open, and screams emanate from it. And then a horse begins walking through, and then the portal goes and closes back up behind.
It's the same spot it was before.
Exactly. Y'all should have done. It doesn't say I can't move him anywhere. Alright. Yeah. So, because of that, he will. Let's see. He goes for the elf that should have aged and for some reason didn't.
I'm good. Fine. No. I'm out.
Alright. So you see this thing.
Oh, it's me. That's a mistake. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
Well, so now, so y'all recognize, for some reason it had heads connected around him, and now there's no extra heads around him. And you see a jack-o'-lantern sitting right there in front of his lap, just smiling at y'all. And then, what? Okay. Then it then it reaches down. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, it's a 3. So 1, 2. Oh. So it reaches down and let's see if this works. A 24. Does a 24 hit? Alright, so what you feel as for a moment his hand that's connected to the reins reaches down and slides his hand in your hair. And then he sits back up. And then that's the end of his end of its turn. Then it is the the Get the Yankees turn.
How far away is it?
He is 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 away.
Okay. I wanna. Let's set something up. I want to. I'm going to shoot a firebolt. I'm going to shoot it specifically at the jack-o'-lantern.
Alright.
Does a 14 hit?
I'm gonna say yes. Roll. Alright, so you watch as I need deck saves from the dwarf and the pal. Yeah, deck saves from the cleric and the paladin.
Well, let's see how this goes. 14.
So y'all feel as it explodes onto y'all as it laughs. The
Jeez.
the creatures.
Explode.
What? Like, you know, just hee as it explodes. It's
This fire damage is a bit yeah.
nah. It's just like imagine like a bunch of seeds just poke all over you.
Oh,
It's what?
murder demon of mischief. Gotcha.
The seeds go bloop 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 bloop. And you see that it actually worked on hurting him.
It's a head. It's the head.
Well, the head exploded. There's no head.
Ow. I'm so hurt. Oh no. Such pain.
Hey, you say that. Do you use the dragon's one of the dragon's turns or?
I'm willing to take this work. Sure, I'll have to drag in.
I guess it's a big save, huh?
What? You didn't. You didn't finish. What'd you say?
As I end my turn, I'm going to drag in flap its wings. I'm gonna need all three of you to make a dexterity.
Next society.
Alright, let's see. Take this one. Take this one.
I'm just gonna roll.
Really? Just
Perfect. Alright, I still take half because I'm a forge player.
What's the what's the save DC?
It's a 22.
Okay.
Yeah, I still take half.
forgetting about Bless.
Oh shit, right. Well, I mean, I would take half gross, see if I take half.
Well, it's
Well, it's not.
Mhm.
You guys don't take fire damage. It's take.
Oh no, I passed.
now.
No,
The D4.
you eat 19 bludgeoning damage. Why?
No, I'm not knocked prone. I take half. Alright.
All right. So. All right.
Does the horse get knocked prone?
That's
I'm not on.
yes, we.
I meant the horseman.
Yes, also. Yes, the horse also takes damage. So they both fall. You're pretty much humiliating this thing now. So let's see.
It's not.
So alright. Alright, so they're both prone.
Sounds good to me.
So that's the end of your turn, right, E?
Yeah.
Alright, then it's the paladin's turn.
Alright. Let's see here. Do I want to hit him like quickly? Alright. Next one. I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Grimm's Might. And I'm going to hit this motherfucker.
Okay, what's that do?
Let me read it out for you. Branding Smite. And then creature with weapon attack before this spell ends. The weapon gleams with astral radiance as you strike. The attack deals an extra 36 radiant damage to the target, which becomes invisible if it is invisible. The target should be dim light in a 5-foot radius and become invisible until the spell ends.
Okay.
When you cast the spell, you are a third or higher. The extra damage increases by 1d6 for each slot level or second. I'll only use a ring per second.
Yep. Alright, roll.
Right.
With advantage.
Let's see if I- Yeah, because it's on the ground. Boy, boy, jeez. Boy, JC. Oh, a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Right.
Just double the radiant on separately.
Alright, double that separately.
Yeah.
Alright, here's normal 4 hammer damage, which is automatic bludgeoning.
Yep.
And then double this separately, which is 2d. Oh, 26.
Yep.
Yo.
Ooh.
That's double 60. And then I roll 2 more d6.
Wait, what's the second d6 for? 2d6.
Do I roll? No, you asked me to double. So that's 24.
Oh yeah, cause you roll one. If you roll it for one, then imagine it's like a crit, so you roll it twice.
Oh god.
That's
Okay.
why. So if you were casting it at 1d6, it's 2d6. If it's 2d6, then it's 4d6.
Alright. So I guess I gotta add the extra 2d6 because it was prone and it does damage. It is a crit. Oh, 11.
All right.
That's
Yep.
a lot of radiant damage. How bad does it look?
It's fade. He's starting to fade a lot. He's starting to fade a lot more.
So it looks like it actually took damage.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna roll and hit it again. Oh. Alright, that's me.
What's the second attack from?
My extra attack.
Hmm.
I have 2 attacks and a bonus action. I use my bonus action
Yep.
to cast Branding Right. Hit it.
Yep.
Now
Yep.
I'm hitting him with 20.
Yep.
And another. Oh, that's sad. A 4 back bludgeoning. That's
All right. So, Mr. Wizard.
Right, my turn then. I'm gonna go on the hill. You know, let's just see this one.
Wait, you can't. It's too tall for you, so you're gonna have to proceed to walk.
In that case, I'm going to move 30
Uh,
northwest.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep, I'm going to. That's fire with magic missile on it. Level 1.
Alright. That's force damage.
Yeah, it'd be a force damage.
Yep.
Actually, I'll make it level 3 damage.
Sure.
Actually, I'm not sure what next to. I'm not sure. This is 2 to be 5 to damage, force damage.
Oof. Alright. Yeah.
I'm going to you to move up to it and attack it twice.
With the shadow?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
26 to hit.
What kind of damage?
It's cold damage.
Alright. The hit.
33 damage.
Alright.
Any effect?
It looks like so what it happens is as it hits it, it just pretty much goes through it, so it looks like it was ineffective.
I might just say, in that case, I'm going to drop concentration on the summon bow and it's going to.
Alright.
Yeah, and that's my whole turn.
Alright. It is the angel's turn. Yep.
You're going here?
Yes. Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Yep.
So,
It's your turn.
um, can my hands ability work on myself against the aging effect?
I don't think so.
No? That's the case, then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna. To move 30 feet ahead, and I'm gonna try to head to where I last saw that creature.
Alright. So as you begin to, you see the creature to your left instead of in front of you. So you're gonna proceed that way. So alright. So you're going from here to here, and then you get here to here. So you're proceeding to your left.
Yeah. Where's the creature at on the map? I don't.
Up,
Oh, he's right there.
yeah, up there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, well, not right there. No.
Which way?
And he, wait, uh,
Actually, it's half. I forgot. You're stealthing.
20.
Hold on. So it goes 5. Oh, yeah, so it goes 10. Right there. So you have 2 more spaces to go. So do you want to go
I want to go 2 spaces up, like directly above.
20, 30? Okay.
Yeah. And I want to try to head towards that rock right there that kind of looks like a mountain.
Oh,
It's like on the left hand side of this canyon.
so you're going to use your action to move more?
Yeah.
Alright, so 10, 20.
Yes, and I'm gonna stay there.
Alright.
If I have to start again, I'll do it.
No, as long as you don't do anything, you're good. Is that the end?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, so, the king can feel a heated presence faintly glowing behind him. Mr. Goliath.
Things are quite interesting right now.
Heck yeah.
glance over the rock and take a look.
Alright.
Keeping our action perfect, nice and ready, just in case. Perception is trash. I'm not going to use the regular box if that's going to screw me over. And get a 13 for perception.
Alright. So you like I said, you can because the rock is taller than you, it's like a glowingly like if you ever go on the back roads and you see the city off in the distance, that bright hazy light, that's what's happening to that's what's happening to you right now. Like you can see a bright hazy light until you go around the rock.
Just gonna have to go to the edge and peek around.
Alright, so there's 10, 20. So you see the creature on being pinned by the flaming horse, and the paladin and cleric are just whopping the crap out of it.
I am going to use cancel my ready action to throw a javelin.
Alright, got advantage.
Let's see. I completely forgot to roll the javelin. I think I got like one of me. Let's see. Javelin's actually no, I have hand axes. So
Yeah.
instead of javelin, I'm gonna put hand axes.
Yep.
We're going to need to roll for that. I think strength.
Yes.
Okay. Thank God I have advantage because oof. Let's see. 14, and then the second attempt, which I meant to do with the other bot.
That's alright. Alright. So you still hit. These are the magical ones or the non-magical?
I have magical ones.
Okay, so
Alright. No, these are the regular ones.
alright. So roll your normal. Wait, you're
This the hand axe is a 1d6. Yes, my strength is a 12. My save though is a +5.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1d6 plus 1 is 6 plus 1. That's my little shitty 2 upside down.
Alright. Wow. Alright.
It makes sense, I'm old.
Yeah. And that's the end of your turn. Well, wait, you're a rogue also, aren't you? Then you also get your sneak attack damage.
What is it? Let's find out. It's around here somewhere. Rogue feature sneak attack, which is a d6. So I guess I get another d6.
Yes.
So
Oof!
here's another one.
Whoa! Alright, I mean, I did try to remind you, so. Woo! Is at the end of your turn now, officially. Or do you want to move your movements?
No extra attacks. Let's see. I'm just gonna slink back behind the rock like I was never there.
Alrighty. Then,
That way, if it looks in the direction and through the where it came from, it's gonna be like, what the fuck?
yeah. Alright. Then it is the dwarf's turn.
Quick.
Alright.
Mr. Dwarf, it's pro.
So, first set is directly in front of us. Yes, Grim?
Yeah. Well, yes. Well, technically it's your left, but when you turn, on your turn, it's in front of you.
We cast Wall of Fire.
Okie dokie. So where are you casting this wall of fire?
Directly behind
So it can't run away? Or...
Right.
Alright, what do I have to do?
D17 deck save.
Dex save?
Deck save, D17.
Alright, let's see. Here's the first. Here's the second. Ooh.
21 fire damage to the one that failed, and then round up or round down.
I just ran down. But what I was going to say is the man with no head takes... It was effective, but it wasn't as effective. And the horse looks like it almost rejuvenated the damage. Like it enjoyed it. Like it bathed in the fire like it was a bath.
It is a nightmare, gotcha. I'm also going to, as my bonus action, because I'm just feeling like I want to beat this guy. I do have this spell. I do. I'm also going to burn another 4th level spell slot and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Is that a cantrip?
It is a bonus action spell.
It's for the
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
whisper button.
Yeah.
In
Uno.
that case, yes.
Alright.
In that case, I will be back from I will require a dex save instead of a 17.
Mm.
Seven radiant, 2 is a horse.
Alright, so... Okay. Double the damage for both of them, so roll them twice. Or like the 2d8 a second time. Oh, okay. Alrighty. So that is it. Right? Question mark? Dwarf?
That's my turn.
Alright. So, with that in mind, the man with no head reaches out and touches the dwarf's leg. I need a charisma save.
Punch. Quite no, it's like punch.
This motherfucker tried to banish our cleric.
What was the dwarf? But, finished.
Oh, damn.
Don't forget blast.
Yeah, he doesn't
No,
even...
he's-
Yeah. So, as he does that, he uses the remaining movement and gets on his horse again. And poof! As the heat from the gateway. What is that? So roll dex saves, both of y'all. As the heat just emanates from it and then seals shut again. Okie dokie. Mr. Door. Deck save. As y'all both hear screams coming from it. Okie dokie. From where it goes to, and like, it's going to a version of hell. I'm just gonna roll it this way. Let's see if I get. Alright, so y'all both take 7 damage. But one takes. Well, yeah. This is considered quotations hellfire. So you'll take 7 hellfire. It has got a glimpse of hell. Alright, so it's Knee's turn.
Keeps teleporting around now. That's the logical point.
Nothing you would do.
But I'm gonna make a perception check. It might appear at.
Alright. So you'll remember that, like previous time, where he left is the same spot he comes back, so you'll know that where he left is the exact same spot he comes at, where is in front of the cleric and the paladin.
He's doing the spawn right in front of you again.
That's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alrighty, Mr. High Elf Gar.
My turn.
No, not you, Gar. Yeah, both High Elves.
Two high elves.
Yeah.
Go on the other side of where I know this creature is going to appear back at, and I'm going to flank with Mr. Fourth and hold my act.
Here?
Yes.
Alright.
Right there.
I need deck save because of yep, wildfire. I'm pretty sure you fail. Mr. Dwarf rolled his damage.
I will. What? Sorry about that. What?
Roll your wall of fire damage on Mr. Gar. He's trying to flank it, but also he has to stand in the damage to help.
Ow. Sorry, Garfield.
He's willing to walk through fire to kill this being.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Garfield. Here's the thing, this spell lasts for 10 rounds. If you don't stand right inside of it, it's a 20-foot radius.
What are you doing a ready action now?
Already management is what I'm gonna do.
Oh, him.
Done.
Yeah.
Alright. And then. Let's see here. is I'm gonna cast. I'm going to ready an action to cast Grand News on the hidden link here as soon as it appears.
Alright. And that's it. Alright. Now it's
Maybe I'm sorry that we're gonna have to.
Mr. Wees.
Because watching the wizards, I'm going to cast summon adoration and something in behold amount.
Okay.
It's going to be 60 on. Yep.
Really sorry about this, guys, but I gotta drop out. I got a terrible migraine.
Just send your character to one of them. Alrighty, thank you.
And hold action and fire off its 5 ages when the guy returns.
Alright.
Yep, that's my turn.
Mr. Angel, it is your turn.
Alright. What spot did I see that horseman in?
He's flanked between the cleric and the paladin and the giant shadow ball that I have.
Let's see, can I bonus action dash with this roll? Can I full moon a bonus action dash straight up, like to fly?
What's your character say?
Huh?
What's your character say?
My character's what?
What does your character say?
He doesn't say anything. He's just gonna try to fly.
Oh, it didn't really want to work.
Why?
What does the ability say on your?
It's not an ability to be able to fly. It's a racial feature.
Say something after third level. That's what I'm asking.
No. No.
Let's see.
It's a brace feature to be able to fly.
It's divine energy within yourself.
It's just natural born wings.
Yeah. So you get so you get an extra 10 feet. You're transformed by the creatures within 10 feet. You can see this succeed on the previous save. It just makes you have an extra 10-foot radius of fear.
Fear or flight?
Frightened, but
What kind of
fallen.
I'm not following this.
That's protecting this one.
Yeah.
It's protecting this one. If we got the recruited shard, it's the fear in this one.
Yep.
Okay, alright. So then I'm just gonna move closer to where I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And can I make it there from?
So you're gonna move your full movement? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You'll be behind the dwarf. So you'll be just shy 5 feet. The door.
I am.
Yep.
10,
Yep.
15,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna move up. Just gonna try to hide.
Alright, so you're gonna move and then hide. So roll new still.
Yes.
New stealth. And then after that, it is the Goliath's turn. Unless you got anything else.
No, I don't have anything else.
Alright.
I got a 30.
It's like,
Still.
like baseball over here. Run and slide to home base.
Yeah. I'm just saying right, I'm just standing right there. But nobody can see.
Ooh.
I think that's the craziest part.
Mr. Goliath. Your turn. No more bright light.
Oh, butts out. Well, shit. It's time for another naps. I'm joking.
That's
Tell
alright.
the other fucking axe over there if he's a bit visible.
Alright, so that's it. You're gonna do whole ready action?
Yeah.
Alright.
Good old ring.
Is at the end of your turn.
Pretty much. I ain't got much else I can fucking do.
Alright.
Fucking old fish kid.
Mr. Cleric. It is your turn.
I take it the creature still hasn't appeared.
No. His initiative's after you.
And I'm gonna hold management, wait for it to go.
Alright, that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright, as y'all do, everyone that held the spell slot loses it. It didn't come like Garfield and the cleric, they lose their spell slot. And it is Nee's turn. The Goliath. I mean, not Goliath. Why did I say that? It's Githyanki. Yeah. Nope, it didn't appear this round. So 2 of the spellcasters sacrificed their spell slots.
Well, butter my biscuit and call me Jerry Jimmy. Whoever goes after the monster.
He's thinking. Yep. It's...
Nice to be young again. Can't nobody do it. You know, is it bad that I want to like put a grain of sand and see if I can fucking snipe something with it?
Oh my gosh.
How do you kill it? I put a grain of sand and throw it at us. And it's like a fucking, it's like the scene from One Piece with the jelly bean snipers.
I'm gonna have my section fly.
I just sniped this man with a
30
grain of
feet where?
sand.
Up.
I'm gonna have my 30 feet. Perception check.
Alright, 30 feet up.
30 feet in the air.
He's still...
That's 30.
Yep, he's still... Your company's coming there. Just like, guys, don't give up. I'm telling you, he's gonna come out right in front of you. Yeah, he's serious. You win your turn? Alright, well, it would be Gar's turn. Did he upload the character sheet to one of y'all? Alright.
So we know the Bar's character like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this shit.
I don't really tell.
Like, I don't know what the fuck he has and what he doesn't have, what he's used, what he can use.
Can I divine smite this thing or
Mm. No, I'm set. You're gonna have to ready an action.
He's not
Yeah.
actually.
So that Whatever spell
Yeah,
slot.
I'm hopping around the rocks, so you could try to see if you can spot me and use whatever ability he has to turn me back to my regular age.
So, my question in real quick is, Mr. Dwarf, when does he have to make some deck saves? When he ends his turn, begins his turn?
Give me a moment. Each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside a wall, a creature takes damage unless it makes or takes half damage if it makes the save for 10 rounds or 1 minute.
Alright. Alrighty. 10 feet. Gotcha. Thank you.
No problem.
So, Glenn.
I don't know if I could do this as a reaction, but can I set up a reaction to what he is? Defiant Smite? I don't know what Defiant Smite does, but it sounds like it hurts. So,
And then we did the last turn. Anybody play Paladins?
I'm might just radiant damage.
Yeah.
The way it functions, to answer your question, is you burn a spell slot and you make a melee weapon attack. If the weapon attack hits, you roll the Divine Smite damage dice on top of your weapon normal dice. The thing is, since you're technically casting a spell that's swinging your sword, I don't know if you can stack both of those into one reaction or not, because I don't know the rules of reaction attacks.
I mean, I would think you could. I mean, you are casting it and then holding your attack.
I would argue yes. I don't know how rules by the book go in this game, but
Eh.
Grimm, but I would say that.
I mean, I say yeah. So you're gonna sacrifice the spell slot.
yeah.
Did he also
Taking
take?
some
Alright.
Cool thing about this is outside of this turn. Thing people no one ever understand about paladins ever is you can cast a regular smite, then you can stack divine smite, and another divine smite, and another divine smite.
Mm.
You can keep changing these on a regular turn, burn all your spell slots in one giant attack, and deal a shit ton of damage.
Yeah.
And you don't have to state you're doing a divine smite until after the attack's rolled. If you get a nat 20 as Garfield's character, you might want to save some spell slots. Just saying.
So you write down a spell slot, and then that would be the end of your turn? Question mark.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I don't really know what else to do to that.
Alright, roll a deck save, and Mr. Dwarf, roll your spell damage.
Also, if you resist fire damage, roll take half, but I don't think it's.
No, you don't. That's why I was trying to get it out of the way. 26, so 26, last time was 24. So that's 50. Did he give you how much life he had?
Yes.
Alright.
But a 19 for the save.
Alright, so he passed. So he takes 13.
13 damage. That means
Is that the end of your turn?
yeah, that's what it was saying, yeah.
Alright, Mr. Wizard, it is your turn. Whiz Kid,
Ho ho.
Moving down 30.
down.
And I'm going to order my boy to fire at the big man when he returns. And it's more turn.
Alright, so you're moving down 20, it's 10, 20, 30. Gotcha. Alrighty.
Yeah, I am my boy to fire at the big man when he returns.
Yep, reaction. Gotcha. Mr. Angel, what you doing?
I
Vindication.
might have to take this to let everyone know. This Gang was sponsored by, not really, three portable protein packs. Get yours now at nearby Walgreens and Kroger's.
Oh,
Fucking fools.
I'm tripping.
I love it.
Angel. Vindication. Your turn. Specifically your turn. Yes.
Let's see. How far away from its last known position am I?
You have to just go left or right, 5 feet. Oh, 10 feet, because you're still.
So you know what?
Left or right.
I'm gonna use my third level feature called Assassinate. It basically gives me an advantage on attack rolls against certain creature that hasn't taken a turn.
This one's already taken it.
He's already taken his turn in combat?
Bro, we're like.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He's running a really low battle.
Yeah.
In addition, for next to creature, a surprise is a critical hit. So I'm still caught.
Yeah. So you're gonna go left to the cleric or right of the cleric?
How about this? I remain in stealth.
Yeah.
And I wait for him to show up. When he does, I'm definitely gonna sneak attack him.
Well, then are you gonna attack him with a ranged weapon? Because that's the only other way. Unless you move.
Nah. Hold on, wait. From where I am right now,
You have to move 5, either left or right of the cleric.
alright, so then I'll move to the right of him,
Alrighty.
and then I'm gonna ready a reaction. When he does appear,
Yep.
I'm gonna sneak attack him.
Yep.
That's only if I see him appear.
Yep.
That's that. And that's where I'm returning.
Alright. Mr. Goliath. Your turn.
That's.
Yeah.
Nothing changes. There's nothing I can do. I'm too damn old to move.
So you just stay there?
I just stay there with a fucking axe in my hand, like, I'm waiting for you, you son of a bitch. Show yourself, damn it. So I can yell, get off my lawn.
Oh boy. Get off my sand.
Get off my lawn.
Alright, Mr. Cleric, it's your turn.
Is he still not fucking here?
Like, you go, and then it goes. You gotta remember that.
I'll burn my last third level spell slot, or fourth level spell slot, already another man.
Alright? At the end of your turn?
Yep.
Both you and the paladin lose your spell slots. Nee, it is your turn.
Fuck!
I am rolling, if y'all don't believe me. Y'all messed that thing up like a jack-o'-lantern getting a baseball batted by a teenager.
Halloween trick or treat.
Yeah.
Yo, did this fucking jack-o'-lantern have a scary face? Why does it only have an O face?
They don't have no face. What you talking about? Need?
You know, what you talking about?
Oh, God.
Go ahead, maybe we should get one where heads.
Instead of sacrificing the blood bond, it's ready to attack.
We're waiting on. We're waiting on Nee. What is Nee doing? Mr. Good. Get Yankee.
I'm just. no longer dragon. I feel so useless.
The moment you have something so good, then you have to wait on the reach part. No,
Do the recharge. Before you recharge,
I have to check something. Okay.
Even if you make the fire game, right? I'm pretty confident you don't need to check out himself when you get that.
Mr. Knee.
I'm just gonna. Gonna end my turn.
Alrighty. Then it is Gar slash Vindication. Are you going to? Yeah.
I'm
Just gonna stick me in the
just gonna ready attacks. He never checked the spells, so I don't know what he does.
Alright. So you're gonna hold the spell slot also, or no?
Nah, it's just gonna be a regular attack.
Alrighty. Then it is. Is that the end of its turn?
Yeah.
Then I need a deck save and I need fire damage.
For Garfield, yes.
Yes. Oh my goodness, we're getting higher and higher, folks. This wall is putting up some heat.
Nice.
Don't go nowhere, folks. You won't be a shit. Just a bunch of guys twiddling their fucking thumbs and sucking on the acorns.
What?
Where they got the acorn from, I do not know.
At this point, I think just missing words.
At this point, I would agree. Oh, so it's 31 damage. Is he still alive?
Garfield?
Yeah. You said no?
No, Garfield's dead. No, 31 damage? He's fucking dead.
Alright, so death save. Gotcha. Let's see. Then it is Mr. Wee's kid's turn. Oh, it is.
Imagine, right?
Yes.
What if it's I'm gonna move.
Well, you don't know that. You didn't see it. The wall's in the way.
My friend there. I'm gonna move to the south, actually, I'm going towards my 4 o'clock.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Okay, so this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And you're gonna move your movement again? Okay, so 5, 10. Now which direction? Okay, so, okay.
And I'm gonna order my guy too, ready actually.
Alrighty. And that's the end of your turn? Question mark? Alright, just double checking. It is the angel's turn. I can't figure out what the hell's wrong.
It's considered a full action and contact to see where this thing might appear next.
He's going to appear where right there, like there is no.
Okay. So then I'm just gonna. I'm right there, so. Can I? I'm still on stealth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so now I want to move. Gonna. Uh, That's 5, 5, 10, 18, 20. Can I move to the space directly behind him?
This way?
No, a little bit down, but
That's
go,
that way?
no, not there. No. Go back to the green dot. Go on top of the green dot.
Okay.
Go back to on top of the green dot and move to the right, one space.
That way?
There we go. Yeah.
The monster, he spawns right here, just to let you know.
Oh, he spawns right there. I thought the green dot is going to spawn.
No, the gray dot is, the shadow aberration thingy from the wizard.
Oh. So, wait, where was I before?
Here.
I was behind
The creature is here, 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 here. Like he's all 4 of those squares.
So I want to move to that one that's like, move to the left 2 spaces, and now go up spaces.
If you do that, you run into the fire also.
No, not 2 spaces, 1 space.
You still run into the fire.
What about the space above?
You still run into the fire. It goes here, here, and here.
Okay. So then
All
go
3.
back to where I was.
Okay.
Go back to where I was.
Because even his aberration is taking damage from it. Yes, what? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, what? How high is the firewall? 10.
20 foot high by 15.
Okay, so 30, yeah, so you're good.
Where is it? Next to me right now?
Yes, to your left.
I'm going to the space diagonally left above them.
Oh.
Does that mean I'm in the fire?
Yes, like I said, so let me do it this way.
What the fuck is like an L-shaped piece of shit?
No, how wide is it again?
Line, it starts. Okay, I'm gonna make this clear. What is that person with the bow and arrow on their back?
Alright, so you have, Glenn is to your right.
Is
Yeah,
that the
yeah.
wizard or the person with the bow and arrow on their phone?
No, well, to your right is the angel.
Yes,
The character in front of you, it, well, your left, that's,
That's a sword.
yeah, it's a sword.
So where Mr. King's character is, I want you to start to fire at that.
Here?
No, up one,
Okay, hold on.
up one square.
Here?
Yeah, starts there and it goes 60 feet.
Like this direction?
No, straight line across.
Yeah, like that. A straight angle. Oh, crap. A straight angle?
It means towards the gray. Towards the gray.
Oh, towards the gray?
60 feet straight.
Well, then even y'all both would be taking damage this whole time.
Wait, what? We're not even next to it.
Yeah. 5, 10. You put.
Thank God I'm behind the rock.
That's why I thought it was one more forward. So you didn't take damage. You want me to move it up? 1?
Yeah, just one.
I know the guards directly in the fire.
Yeah.
I am definitely still gonna hold the reaction. As soon as she comes up, sneak attack. That's it.
Alright.
My turn.
That's the end of your turn. King, same thing.
Quick question. How
Yes.
far am I from the unicorn?
Well, technically, it's like whatever the distance of the unicorn is. What is that, 40 feet, 50 feet?
I'm down to kill the unicorn. Hey, shit, that's it. Might as well take my old ass.
Oh my gosh, he wants immortality and he's going to kill the unicorn people.
shit else to do. I'm an old ass man.
Um,
My shit requires line of sight.
Alright, so you're going to start going after the unicorn. Gotcha, gotcha.
I'm gonna make sure I turn that fucking horn of it into a fucking weapon, so I don't have to cut it off.
It's so 50, it's 50 feet from you. To your left. So,
I'll use every bit of movement I got to get my
so,
sword is my new kidney.
so you're gonna use your action and your movement to get to it, and the next round you can attack it. Alrighty. Then,
As everyone just uses old ass fucking Goliath just scrambling along.
well, it's not even scrambling because of those fancy boots you got, but yeah, it should be dragging himself, but it's like a seal on water. It's just like he's pretty damn good on this shit.
Just like what that senior
Yeah.
Don't you worry about me. I'm gonna be back in my prime. You just wait.
Oh my god. I, is that the end of your turn?
But you know,
Yeah.
things would be better if someone could, reverse my goddamn age.
You're about to be
I don't know
permanent.
how
Well, Glenn, yeah, you can do it next round. But
I'm not moving that fast, but I am using my full movement, so I'm technically gonna still be in range by his turn.
so is that the end of?
My angel, well, no, my angel can't hear you, but Garfield, if he survives, he can.
Yeah, he's just unconscious right now, on fire.
I'll stop far enough away to be still in range, but be visible.
But then you can't move at all because the rock blocks your vision, their vision.
Then I'll just do it in a way that I'll beeline it into their vision and then go home.
All right, so down. Let's see, 5, 10, 15.
2 turns to get there.
So yeah, 2 turns. Gotcha. Is that the end of your turn? All right, then it.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
actually flip someone off because fuck you, young
Alrighty, Mr. Dorf, it is your turn.
I will dispel the wall of fire.
Alrighty, finally. As you see your friend becoming yeah, bro, he's charred his partner.
Freaky fire, man.
Hell yeah.
I will
Yes.
I will cast mass healing word with any creature within the party within 60 feet of me.
Alright, so let's see, 5, 10. So he'll get it. And let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Everyone but me will get it.
Alright,
Just roll it. Yep, roll it.
I blinked another 3 hours in the bed.
Roll the healing.
I will roll the healing.
Alrighty.
Wait, does this count as temporary health if you're still at full?
No.
Okay.
Alright, 8.
I mean, look, my ass is taking a fucking full ass nap. I done fucking laid over here, took a nap. I might as well have fucking planted some seeds and some dirt and tried to grow a fucking flower. Because there is long over there.
Is that the end of your turn?
The last thing I'll do on my turn is grab my axe or my sword since someone took it.
Okay. That's it?
I know you would need that sword.
Yep.
Well, in my defense, I didn't know this thing would cost all my fucking high-level spell slots.
Alright, so as you in your turn, it doesn't show up again. But it is showing up. I had a pre-roll just to get it out of the way to make sure. But it is coming back. I'm not telling you when. So it is now the knee's turn.
You might as well sit around a fucking campfire with this damn
He is coming back. I'm not saying when.
fucking taking this sweet ass time.
Bro, he set up a wall of fire, okay? A wall of freaking fire. And then Gar bashed. Gar gave it a couple new dings on himself, bro. He,
I guarantee you, okay? Next fucking turn, because that damn wall of fire is going, he's gonna pop up and be like, you bitches thought I was done. And then he's gonna kill one of us. And then he's gonna disappear again. Yep.
Honestly, though,
I'm going to midnight, so.
I'm trying to hurry, that's why I'm asking. So Nee, what are you doing?
You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna reenact the fire burns.
Alright, so he's copping up his charge ability. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Yes. Alright. Mr. Gar. He's got this fireball hold in his mouth and he's clenching his teeth. Alright, Gar slash. And, yep. Are you going to remove the aging off of, the old man?
yes, great restoration. I don't know how much he does left. Say something spells, and I can.
Yeah, it's alright.
Okay, so
So,
I'm going to go to restoration on giant old man.
yep, so you're the only one still aged.
Yep.
Alright, so is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of the.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the end of the-
Alright, now it is your fish. It's the Wiz turn.
Oh, sorry, I said that wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open my garden leaf down 30.
Down 30? Your character, you're 30? Or the blob?
My south 30.
Wait. Oh, this way 30?
Yeah.
Okay, so 10. Okay, let me fix it. 15, 20.
That's my whole
Okay. 30. Alright, now it is Angel's turn. Vindication.
Yep, is it my turn now?
Yeah, your official turn.
Yeah, I'm still sitting there. The reaction, sneak attack.
Alright, and Mr. King, it is your turn.
I can finally breathe.
Do you attack the? Yep.
Now that I'm no longer old, I full sprint towards that unicorn.
Do you attack it?
Yep, with the magic axis
Alright.
combined into one mix.
Give it a swing. Can't believe he's going to kill the uni. Sorry, Gar.
Not sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he's not sorry.
That unicorn was just 2 days from retirement.
And now it was just hours from retirement.
He is retired into the next life.
Oh my god.
I'm giving him an Earth to retirement.
Roll.
To hit with this axe, I believe it is a strength check, which is, I believe, still a shitty roll. A fucking +1. You wanna give thank you, dude. Fucking Discord. Pain in the ass. A 17.
That hits. Roll damage. So evil.
And I believe the damage is the basic
2d6.
basic battle axe
2d6 plus 2. plus your strength, so 3. And
For 12.
dang. Alrighty. At the end of your turn, do you have another attack?
I
Oh,
don't think I have another. I think I have a bonus action. That's about it. Because I'm a level 5 fighter and a level 5 rogue.
yeah. Unless it's multi-attack now. Because it's not a light weapon.
Let's see. Use of action. An advantage on an attack is a bonus action when you are motionless.
Well, you were motion. Moving. You get an extra attack on level 5, so yes, attack again.
And I think this one is motionless, so.
Swing.
So I'll be standing still this time.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to create a thread. I hate it when it does that. This.
Well, technically it's plus 2 more. So a 14 still hits. Yeah.
6 plus 3. Nope, that's plus 6. I said plus 3.
8. Okay. Do you use action surge or?
Sure.
Anyway.
Try to kill something as quick as possible.
Roll. Oh, well, actually, you're supposed to roll advantage on the first one. So roll the first one, see if you got a crit. I forgot. Oh, okay, no, you didn't. Yeah. Yep. 7. Roll again. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, you still hit. So what's roll the damage?
Use the upper one because I fucking hate things. No. I'm going to take 2d6. Not helping you fight.
I know.
These bots are both hating me right now.
Oh my gosh. Alright, roll a second round of attacks.
Let's try the regular bot.
And the other ones. Or wait, you still have advantage. Oh my god. Roll your damage.
Bitch, you want to cut me, didn't you?
Bro, it's like, bro.
It's like, yo, you're either gonna have to bounce back and forth with us where you get those good rolls.
It is finally bloodied. I can finally say that the unicorn is. Its head is. It's pretty jacked up.
Just over here. I might as well be slapping it with a flat blade of the axe.
Oh my gosh. You still have your bonus action. I don't. Can you use it or not?
Action, stab it with a dagger.
You can't stab it with a dagger. You didn't attack with the light weapon first.
Can I split the axe in half and fucking use both single axes?
No, you should do that in the beginning. So is that it then?
Yeah, bonus action. Hit it on the head.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so
It's gonna be okay.
Mr. Dwarf. That's just messed up. Dwarf.
Kill. I guess I'll keep my hammer or some shit, and then I'll give it a turn.
Alright, he doesn't show up this round. But he does next round. Now it is knee, which now you gotta roll a recharge.
Roll a d6.
Yep. Oh, okay, no recharge. Alrighty. Do you have a different ready attack?
Uh,
Oh, so I haven't been doing that because I don't get bonus temporary health. Take an extra action between rests, which I didn't do earlier when I slept. Oh, I forgot to do that.
Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna take out a book and start reading.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Gar slash Glenn.
No, my thing is, at the time,
Well, no, it's Gar, so you're going to
go,
yeah.
Okay, I need to start using this.
he's just gonna ready me out of the attack.
All right, so he's gonna stand up first. All right, then.
Or, actually, you know what? Hold on.
Uh-huh.
He only has 8 health.
Yep.
I don't know what his spells are, so we're just gonna have him.
Paladin doesn't have the ability to lay on hands. He can just touch himself and heal himself.
No, just so random. Just touch yourself.
Fucking value here that's super.
Yeah. All right. So do you heal yourself?
Well, rubs himself real soft.
Oh my gosh, the grinding effects.
It's that fucking old video with the consoles and the PC god race to ribbon the fucking.
Oh my god. Well, then just roll the health and whatever it is, and then it's Rocco the wizard turn.
This guy has returned to us from doesn't it?
No, he hasn't, sir. No, he has not.
Just wait for the guy to come back.
All right. That's the end of. Yeah. Mr. Assassin slash Angel, your turn. What do you do? Yes.
Reaction.
All right.
My turn.
Now, alrighty. Mr. King, your turn. You go before the freaking unicorn.
Alright, see if I can chop off its head before I can try to resist it.
It will get away if you do not succeed. I will tell you this now.
I don't think I have another action surge, do I?
No, so you better hope you get a crit. Or grapple. Or.
Better show us some of that money.
Alright, so let's use one action to grapple,
Alright.
and we're going to need to roll for that strength, which I believe
Strength.
is for another proficiency. That's a 14.
Please, please, Mr. Uni. Yes! Uni says no.
Fuck you.
Bruh.
Alright, since I can't grapple it right now,
You can try a second time. Or you can tag it.
can I use my bonus action now and use my other action?
Yeah? What are you doing?
Alright, don't look above that roll.
You create a magical.
My ability I've completely forgotten I have.
Yeah.
So now there's 2 of me.
Alright.
I don't understand that second part of the ability where it says you can take an additional attack from your duplicate con mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many times is that? Is it saying as many times?
It says you're not.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, how many pluses to your con is there?
So he can attack 2 times per modifier.
Alright, so yeah, so you can do it twice a day.
Right. So now there's 2 of me.
And you're flanking it?
Yep.
Okay.
It's going to be 15 feet on the opposite side of the unicorn, since the unicorn is focused on me.
Yep.
That means the
Advantage?
version of me has the sneak attack advantage. And he's safe in it.
Yep. Let's see if you can hit it first.
2 shins. I don't think the universe is ready.
If he unbalances the system by killing the unicorn, this is sad. Wow, he hits.
It'll be something interesting to happen in this video, at least.
Yeah. Alright. Roll again, because you have advantage. Keep. Alright. Well, 16 hits, so roll your damage plus roll the sneaky. So
6 plus 3, which is a 5. And then what is the damage for the sneak, which I believe is just an extra d6. So that's...
It should be higher.
Thing wants to work.
yeah, I would think so. Is it a d6 or a
It just
2d6?
It just says d6.
Yeah.
It doesn't say d6 plus whatever, and it goes up by level. It just says d6. I mean, you have the screenshot, right?
Yeah.
Your sneak attack.
What does it need?
What was that?
You're level 5 roller, right?
Yeah.
Your sneak attack does 3d6 damage.
There you go, 2 more d6s.
I'll just do the 2d6 instead of rolling them
Yep.
separately.
Yep. Okay. And then.
That's wrong.
Well, come on.
2d6 is doing switch chords. Alright, that's another 6 damage to that.
Alright.
So hot.
You stop.
And
Your attack.
my actual attack of d20 plus 3. Yeah,
Or.
it's stationary as well.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm already forgetting. Is that advantage or is
Yes.
it just bonus?
No, it's advantage. Roll it.
Advantage for stationary.
Nope. No bueno. But it still hurts. What's your
20,
What's your damage?
which
Man,
is...
you're so close.
Boy, bring forward again.
You were so close, no matter what you roll.
Which is 11.
Damn.
It's not dead, is it?
Not, I mean, bro, if any of those other attacks would have did it, you would have actually killed it.
Damn, I better not fucking run, I swear to God.
Like, literally, bro, like, any of those other damages, bro. Like, oh my gosh. Wow.
Fuck, cheated. The system cheated.
You and your turn.
Ah, the system cheated.
No, dude, no. You and your turn.
I mean, I don't think I mean, there's not much else I can do.
Alright.
Otherwise, I could fucking trap somehow.
No.
Because I used my bonus action.
Yep.
Don't like I can do anything. I mean, I could have gave a help action. I don't know, that would have been a bonus. You can use every action to take half damage when hit by a foe that sees you. Double proficiency with skill. Double proficiency with choosing skills. Oh, gain advantage on attacks as a bonus action and emotionless.
That's it, folks. On that one.
And I wasn't using 2 of separate weapons, so I didn't have the 2 weapon fighting
Nope.
to add a modifier to offhand.
Yeah, check something.
Thing that allowed me to reduce damage. Wow.
Okay, come on. So is that it?
Yep, that's it.
All right, Mr. Dwarf. Wanderer. Mr. Cleric.
Already, do die roll.
All right, so as that's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
As you do, all of y'all that are close by, roll some deck saves first.
Oh, gotcha. I spelled my whole life.
This is just because Hell's Gate's opening up, and you take.
Oh, he's back. I guess he's shot.
All right, so
So Hell's Gates open up and as soon as the door cracks, everyone just punching it to the
yeah.
fucking door.
Well, that's what's gonna happen.
Chill the fuck out. You don't even know if that's him walking out the door.
Yeah. That's all right.
I mean, although behind the fact that you got 680, I do not fucking get mine with that.
Okay. So what happens is, well, I don't know why Roka rolled, but everyone else is, so the dwarf. Oh, I need the Gar's character roll deck save also. If he fails, he dies. If he dies, he's going to hell, like straight up. So because the portal of hell is open. If he dies by the heat, he goes into hell. Just so y'all know.
At all.
Yeah, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure.
All I can imagine is you saying that and like he immediately fucking dies and then change just whip out.
Oh no.
And drag him in slowly.
Roll his decks. Roll his decks. Come on, baby.
Chain to full one plug just goes right.
He's good. He's good. So he takes 7. Nah, he got lucky. All right, he got lucky. He's not ready to go to hell. He's he's like I like my unicorn. The freaking Goliath can't kill me this way. All right. So psychic. Well, gotcha. Wanderer also hits.
11?
Yep.
Bad. Picture his somehow making a chalkboard screeching sound as it's clawing at the same. This bitch is high. She's over her stack.
All right, and then ooh, baby,
It's
roll.
radiant damage, by the way. Don't background.
Yep,
That's
roll.
50.
Well, roll it double. Did you do it 3d6 or is it 66?
6.
No, I mean like originally is it 6 or is it originally 3?
Originally 4, but I guess in the third level slot.
All right, so then roll it again. My freaking goodness. All right, so minus 25 minus 27. Let's see what Glenn can do. I want to know what you're doing, but yeah, but what are you using?
I have my 2 short swords, which is the
Yeah. Yep. Roll your attack with advantage. I'm trying to get them in order real quick. Okay,
Natural 20.
roll damage.
Natural.
Yes. Roll damage. So really, what happens is the dwarf kills it outright because I'm trying to go in order of readied actions, but I just want to finish the roll for the angel or okidoki. So after your sneak attack damage and all, then the dwarf can tell us how he kills this creature.
I just slowly exhale a puff from the cigar I rolled, and then cut and then lit with a match. So I just kind of just wave my hand at it as I just take another hit from the cigar. Turn over. Oh, it's right here. Nice. Okay.
Old ass Uncle Si from Duck Dynasty. And oh man, she did.
So what? Is that the end of your turn, real quick?
Yeah.
Uh, So what happens is the unicorn begins speaking out loud before something happens, and he tells y'all that y'all should have just casted dispel evil, and it would have died if it failed its save. But anyways, uh, and then he casts calm emotions on the Goliath.
The Goliath's not mad. So,
Ah, you're attacking it, bro. I have to figure out what happens.
did I roll a save or something for
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Let's see, charisma save. Yes.
I'm gonna need that. I need that unicorn to make a wisdom save.
From what now?
Don't worry about it. Fine.
Nah, we're not trying to get this.
What's the DC?
Uh, 14.
I'm gonna send a bit of a.
Ah, you passed. There you go.
Well, shit.
I'm gonna send a bit of a bit full of the dead, the unicorn's way.
Yep. Wisdom save, wisdom save, wisdom save.
There was some.
Yeah, legit.
Sucker, that horn's gonna be my new DC.
Haha, you passed.
God damn it. Okay. I'm gonna try again because I can't trip that fly.
Is it a bonus action also, the spell?
Right, monster.
Oh, we're still kind of initiative. That's what I'm trying to get here. The monster's dead, but I'm trying to make sure about the unicorn. Yeah, no, the thing's gonna go away. I just have to go back to initiative. Roko, did you want to kill the? Very good. Roko, did you want to attack the unicorn with initiative, or leave it alone?
I'll keep
Someone's blood in the horn. Fuck off.
the nightmare. Keep the shit.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't get to attack shit. Let me kill Jaime.
Yep. And
Well, I'm almost gonna keep the nightmare. He wants the nightmare for some reason.
no, you don't. Look, you don't have to kill the nightmare. I just can't activate its ability in the following this initiative. I have to finish the thing. All right. So then, the angel. Does the angel want to kill the unicorn, or try to, even though he won't make it? But do you want to attempt to go to the unicorn? Yes.
Why would I want to go to the unicorn? I would.
No, I'm saying out of character. You don't know. In a character, it's like, do you want your hopes to go after the unicorn?
Not really. I kind of just want to kill this Pokemon thing.
Oh, I mean, you can. Yeah, you can attack it. And then after that will be
Okay.
King.
No,
What? You
no,
can.
I'm not trying to attack.
Yeah, the nightmare. I know.
Yeah,
I'm saying you can attack it. I also saying it's going to disappear.
you said he's gonna disappear again?
The nightmare is not. Nothing else will.
You said the nightmare, so the nightmare is gonna disappear.
Yeah, his master's gone. Bye bye. Poof, gone.
No, let me take it back to that fucking thing right quick.
You can attempt. Oh gosh.
That motherfucker's gonna disappear. It's gonna take like 10,000 years to come back, so
So you're gonna go towards the unicorn.
we're moving forward.
Alright, so what's gonna happen is opportunity attack real quick. Just so it's out of the way.
No, no, straight, what is it? No, straight. I don't know damage, because I have an ability for that. What is it called?
Not not really advantage. What's your AC at?
My current AC is at a 15.
Alright, let's see. No, it does not hit. Alright, then you proceed to go to the unicorn. Do you have any ranged weapons to attack it? So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Uh,
30.
I have a speed, bro. That is it.
What's the range on it? Disadvantage, disadvantage. So if you're gonna attack with the spear, it'd be disadvantage. Yeah, the range, because of the range, how far away.
Uh,
7. Yeah, it hits.
Still hits him.
Yep,
Uh,
it's gonna steal someone's kill. What?
I mean, if he kills it, then I can still sacrifice it.
Well, I mean, even if he kills it and you're still there to drink it, no one else can. Dick move.
It's fine if someone else kills it. I'm after the blood now.
Roll the damage. Yes, 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 yes.
I think it's the
Yep. Oh, no, he doesn't kill it. Oh my gosh, he didn't kill it. Came close.
No,
So that's the end of your turn, right?
wait, can I still, did I move my full 30 feet?
Yeah, you moved only 30 feet, because after that, you have to use your action to attack it.
So I'm 30 feet away, that's good.
Well, you're
Save you some. I
You're-
have to drink every drop.
you're 50. You're 50 feet. But so that's the end of your turn, right? Alright, so then it is King's turn. With the,
It's King and the ghost that's standing next to it.
it's not a ghost. Alright, well that hits.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you roll a crit though?
Hmm?
Do you roll a crit?
Well, it was a 12.
I know, but sometimes it's good to see the flavor.
2d6 plus 30,
14.
14.
Alright. So then what do you... So you kill the unicorn. And what do you do for your second attack action?
Oh. Might as well Freak straight from the womb.
Ouch. Alrighty. So,
Other than that, of course.
so the man begins to bathe in the blood of the unicorn and ingest it like a vampire. That
You bring the bread on the motherfucker. You got a whole bunch of people.
it doesn't do
Hey, look,
it only gives
I'll
one
split it.
it only gives one person the
He
boon.
just wants to meet.
Yeah, it only gives one person the boon. But after that it's combat is over with the night the
How about
night
this? How about we have a fucking victory meal and it's gonna be unicorn.
that
Slightly salted.
well, thank you all for showing up. We can wrap this up.
Now have an immortal character that I will later on turn into a immortal warforged.
Oh my gosh. So, with the encounter over, and now y'all see y'all sights finally retirement. How would y'all like to take upon that? And we'll start from the top to bottom. So, retire. So Arcade will go first.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I took the paladin cleric up on their altar, and I decided to travel with them to save innocents from danger.
Alright. So, a traveling adventure band divided into two. Alright. And Mr. Goliath slash Unicorn Slaughter.
Oh, after the unicorn is eaten by everyone who decided to take a bite, I clean off its bones, take it to a nearby shop, sell its bones, keeping the horn as I take it to a high-tier blacksmith, getting that turned into a magical dagger. I establish a guild, and from there I train more people to be assassins. And other than that, I pull the old Superman joke where the drunk guy jumps off the top of a building, survives, walk up the stairs, and says alcohol did it. See how many idiots jump off.
So, what are we gonna call this guild? Unicorn Slaughters?
I feel like go.
Eh.
Fuck around. Yo, you fuck with the you fucking oh my guy.
That's gonna be the name?
No, it's the Horn Hollows.
Oh my gosh, alrighty. Need.
I mean,
Nah,
everyone in the guild wears some type of horned helmet.
it's all good.
Fuck around. That was stupid. Sorry.
Nee, how would you like to spend your retirement watching the party fight underneath you?
For my retirement, basically, I spent all these years as a mercenary making up money because, as everyone knows, us gift, we never had our own home. So, with all my money, I'm going to establish a city where we can finally have a place to live, call our own.
Yo, that's where the guild's located, right there in that city, like.
Alright. Oh no.
That city.
That's great, great.
I'm gonna spend the rest of my life just bullying the fuck out of this game.
Alright. Mr. Wiz, what about you?
As for me, I'm going to start up a hamburger hamburger chain.
Voice hamsters.
I'm going to call it.
Sounds about right.
Of course. I'm going to call it Hyperion's hamburgers.
Oh my gosh.
Hyperion's hamburgers. Let me guess your mascot is Claptrap.
Yes.
all the male raiders, scantily clad orcs.
No, no, but wait, it's really
Oh, they're all handsome jacks. They're all females wearing handsome jack groups.
Is that
All right. Yeah.
it's a hamburger.
I know my next encounter, blowing up the handsome jack restaurant.
Are you gonna put in the same location of the guild and the thief guild? The mercenary guild and the thief guild? Are you gonna?
Move into the newly formed town for mercenaries.
No, I'm gonna try to be asking that it's gonna be better with like fantasy.
No, I know, but where are you gonna start it at?
Somewhere in a big population. Big city.
Okay.
Maybe the new one because it's really there. It's an established city.
All right. And then the last but not least, because we lost one earlier, is the dwarf.
I'm gonna take the paladin with me, and if the rogue wants to stick with us after we go through this area, you're setting Grimm dealing with all the things that go bump in the night after that point is take the paladin with me. Like when we would start a new church, combining our savings and the money made from this quest, we combine both into making ourselves a home. It's very mansion-like, into there's that mansion.
Yep.
All tell you're falling asleep as you fall.
Sorry, that's let me reverse it. We'd open a church, not open a home. We open a church, find our money, put it down. It would be very similar to a school instead of a church. Very much a place about learning about religion, and there would be an area for practicing religious practices as well. Primarily be a place to educate and teach. There'd be an area also if you want to become a paladin or a cleric. We at Garfield would respectively be giving teachings for both, with these characters' consent to develop the church in the town, of course, since it is his village and he makes the laws there.
Yep.
If he says no, then we would set it up in the capital. I would leave Glenn's character basically as the town's Batman, in my opinion.
Except just like a guard.
Yep.
And then
Guardian
yeah, I'll tell Garfield to send me his, and I'll post it in the description also. And that's it, unless anyone else has anything. Yeah.
Yo, well, thank you for watching this great, beautiful video, live stream, whatever it was, brought to you by our host, T. Grimm. Thank all our fellow sponsors. Psych, not that we had any. Promo kill fucking gamer people. When you said promo code gamer farts 9000.
Oh my god.
promo code.
Golden T, there it is. But anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Use your slung to hit that like button. If you don't, use your tits. If you ain't got tits, use your ass. If you ain't got ass,
Use your toes.
tell your cousin to do it.
Alright.
I enjoyed this game. I've been a world to play. I've been being
Also, anyone who's been watching lots of Grimm streams, if you're a long-time viewer, you can now canonically confirm, yes, dwarves do in fact smoke cigars in the set when they are
And when it's 4 rounds later and the monster doesn't come out.
Yo, when you sit in the desert and you actually prove the fact, yes, you can grow a flower in the desert if you have the patience.
I'm not gonna lie, what probably combine magically for flower between the time monsters showing up.
That's look. I'm gonna be honest with you. I went to my own server, literally rolled a D100 and got a fucking 99 on whether or not I do a flower. And
Oh.
that's how I finished.
He planted those pumpkin seeds, guys. Y'all hear that? He planted the pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkins in the desert.
Where's the fucking guy? Fucking great pumpkin is a fucking undead
Children.
monstrosity plant.
No, it's the children.
Yeah, next desert encounter, it's the fucking peanuts from the old fashioned comic strips.
Oh
Oh,
my.
Desert encounter. Fucking murderous great pumpkin.
Yep.
It's the great pumpkin, Charlie.
Not great pumpkin, Charlie Brown. It's the kind of great pumpkin you be used to
Yeah.
deal with. It's the robot chicken. Yes, the robot chicken great pumpkin. It's a fucking blood.
And
Tune in next time for our next Christmas one shot. It's the fucking drummer boy robot chicken.
oh my god.
For there's Christmas one shot where we fight Santa Claus from Santa's sleigh or whatever that form for Santa usually acts.
Fat fucking bullsack.
Oh my gosh, that was great, great.
So then for next time,
Why else?
Grim's unveiling his own group up so it's the way of the ball.
Ah,
The way the ball sack.
what were you saying, Nate?
Tune in time in our next life. Seagram's characters come back to hunt us all.
They will.
Alright. Good night, viewers, and don't just try
Oh,
to
man, you stupid fuck.
Yeah.
This is the bum.
Alright. Bye, y'all.